Good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome back to GKP Live. I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody's well. How you doing, guys? You good?
All right, thanks. Yeah,
mate. Thanks.
About yourself, Mick? Are you well?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, spot, mate. Thanks.
Well, right, guys. Usual thing. We will be back right after this. At the back. Yeah, she is. This would have, if I were going to pick this show. There you go, guys. I would have picked that one. Still got a lot more up to come. Nice pattern, nice separation. Look at that. Beautiful fish. And again, check this out, guys. This is something else. That is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Yeah. Nice wild common trout coming up for a piece of bread. Perfect. Let's have a look at his koi facility again and look at this full cherry blossom. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to get from the other side so we've got the sun behind us so that you can see this bit. This is absolutely stunning. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Beautiful. Without further ado, I'll get us inside, have a look round, and let you see what you think. Catches in it. So in this whole complex, the fish is stunning. Absolutely beautiful. One bat after another. Really nice, exactly there. Welcome back. How's it going then? You had a good week, lad?
All right, thanks.
Back in.
So then, I think first topic that we really need to touch on, Mr. Lawson, is how's the dual retro bottom drain running?
Oh, yes.
What's your impressions? And how often have you been having to go out there to clean that filter, you know, as it's pulling up that much?
Yeah,
as it showed on the video.
The far end one is doing better than this side, I've noticed.
You know what that is then, don't you?
Some adjustment is required.
Remember we couldn't get hold of a straight tee.
Yeah.
So we've got a swept tee, and the swept tee is pulling from whichever of the first one. It's not a big deal to change. All we need to do is disconnect.
Oh no,
what a straight tee, and I reckon you'll get more control.
It does suck it up.
Yeah, but I think that'll probably be down to us not, for all those that didn't spot it, when we were doing the actual installation, we tried 3 or 4 different places and not one of them had a straight tee so that we could join the two.
I don't think they make one, Gaz.
They used to do. They did used to do because
I've never seen one lately.
Yeah, I think that might be his problem. We might not be able to get over.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have a look online, Mick, and if we can find one, we'll get one and we'll stick it in. But I do think that might be why you're getting more draw from one side than what you're getting from.
Well, failing that,
it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean,
reducing something to turn down the pressure on one, doesn't it, to balance it?
Yeah, yeah. But then that'll cause back pressure to pump, won't it?
It would, but only. I mean, only a very slight. It's going to take a little tweak just to adjust
one way or the other.
Thought.
Yeah. Well, what's your impressions then, mate? What do you think so far?
Good. It's good. I mean,
clears a lot more, doesn't it? Does make a big difference.
Yeah. And it flows faster, well, isn't it?
But the flow is a lot more. I mean, it is on 75%. I put it up to 75%, messing about with it. I just left it, and it's piling out.
Yeah.
Now, did you try what some of the suggestions? I know Mike from Coy Beginnings was saying, why don't you open it up full?
No, I ain't done that.
Back your pump right back down so that you're not getting any back pressure on there. Or does that little device that you've got at the front, as it came out through like that, does that just alter it up and down like that?
Over the pitch.
Also close off.
No,
Does it alter the pitch, just the pitch of the flow of the water return, or does that also reduce the flow of water coming out? That's the bit you need to know.
Yeah.
If it's just pitch,
back pressure.
yeah, if it's just pitch, but you're backing it off, then you're going to get back pressure. But if it's just the pitch of which the water comes out at more steeper or angled, then
I think it's steeper at the angle, because if I turn it right off, it just falls in. When I turn it up, it goes up the screen, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So in theory, then, right, if you open that up to full, and turn the pump up full blast, it should be able to squirt the wall at the far side.
Oh, it would do, yeah.
Yeah.
But
when you turn that right down again with the pump up full, that should mean that you're getting the same flow coming through, just pointing more down. If it looks like it's less flow, then you will be getting back pressure. So it might be something we need to have a tweak about and have a look at. But yeah,
it's good. I mean, the fish seem happy.
Worthwhile installation, then, mate.
Yeah. They're moving. Like I say, they're constantly on the move. There's no sitting or nothing. They're constantly on the move.
That's how they should be. Yeah.
That's better, isn't it? Then they're all shifting around and moving around then.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's what we want.
Behaviour there's this display instead of mooching around on the bottom.
Yeah.
No, good do. More of a bit. I mean, we have spoke about it obviously already, but obviously it's a chance for you guys to get a little bit of feedback, because there was one or two people that commented on the video that said, "Ooh, how do you go about lifting it up and removing it?" Then, well, I did answer one of them. Simple enough. Disconnect it from its flexible connection that you've got on there, which is a rubber boot.
Yeah.
Lift it up, slide it to an edge. And as the water pours out, it becomes lighter each time as you lift it up and out. And that's it, isn't it? Pretty much. That's all you need to do. That's a little bit more fiddling, a bit messing around with. But between you and your lads, I'm sure you'll be able to manage that without a problem. Or Colin can come over and give you an hand.
Yeah.
But as of yet, up to press, I've not had to take mine out to clean mine.
No.
I think it's doing pretty well. Yes, nice one. Just had a text message there sent 43 mil solvent weld tea, straight tea.
Oh.
So we can get one. What we'll do is then next time we're down your way, then I'll order one of them parts. We'll get it either dropped to yours or dropped to mine and bring it down. We'll lift it out. We'll cut that one out. That'll narrow them off by, you're going to lose 4 inch, but it's not a big deal. And then we'll put the new one in and then see how it runs. And if you get an equal draw off them both, jobs are good. But for the time being, it'll suffice till we can.
It's a lot better than it was.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah. Well, that's an important thing, though, Gaz, what you're saying for any installation like that, to make sure you've got a rubber boot somewhere in the system so everything isn't solvent welded. Otherwise, it's all rigid. You can't do nothing with it.
If we'd have done that, we'd have been screwed. We wouldn't have been able to do it. I mean, personally on mine, on the bit where it comes from and then a 90 up and out of the pond, that one just there, because it's got the pressure of the pipe pushing down, the top one's solvent welded, the bottom one's loose. So I can just lift it slightly, it comes out, and then the rest of it just comes out all in one piece. So I've just made my split there as opposed to where it mixes.
Yeah, mine's on the
UV.
So if there's ever a problem, I can undo it off the UV. Plus, you're not backing up your UV if you decide to alter the pipe work in the future.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it, mate. At some point, Mick, you might want to fit in a sliding valve or a gate valve or a isolation valve if you want to do that way. Then you could, have a little bit of turning it off. But as we said with yours, being on the outside, if you spill a bit of water on the concrete floor, it ain't going to make no difference. The difference it's inside a shed, wooden floor, it's not going to be the best of things throughout, for me anyway. And that's why I put the isolation valves in, but you don't technically need them outside. You're going to lose a couple of cups worth of water. That's it.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Yeah, like I say, it's not like it's been not plenty of water in the
Not
pond.
detrimental to it, is it? Really, you don't really need it. We have got 1 or 2 adjustments to make though as well, haven't we? We do want to make the pump circuit were down. We ran out of daylight, and between us all and messing around and fiddling about with it, we did run out of daylight, and we had got a few other jobs to go. And we also had a lovely tea to go and have as well. So we had to cut it short, but we will be making a couple of alterations. But I don't think we'll do a recap on the video unless there is anything that we have to change major. Possibly.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think everybody's seen it now, and so.
But I would say if you've got a pump fed system and you've got a very flow pump and you want to get it out and have it running as a dry pump, it's definitely worthwhile doing. It's a lot easier to service. It's a lot easier to clean out and do. Only thing you've got to worry about is making sure that you've got some support for your pipe. Making sure you got some support, which is what we just put a temporary piece of pipe in just to support the pump till such time as we can drop it down and get it to the. We've got plenty of pipe work to be able to do it, so
yeah,
just need a couple of alterations. But like I said, we ran out of daylight, fog were rolling in, and we couldn't really see. But we had a good day. Didn't we?
We did.
So we did. Skeggy and come up and have a chat and have a good laugh. It was a good.
It was a good day. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too. All right, then. We'll go through a few of the comments and we'll kick off with everybody's highs and lows and all the rest of it. First one is Skeggy. First again with a boom.
Evening, Skeggs. You right, mate?
Will the GKP be on time tonight? Question.
We was.
I think we was within a couple of minutes.
We was.
One from me. Who knows? Only time will tell. Vince with the evening cupcakes and several selections of the old thumbs ups. Dave Cook says, hello, Skeggy. Dave Cook says, hello, Gaz, Mick and Daz. How you doing, Dave? Hope you're good, mate. Hello, Twisted Koi Vince from Dave. David with a cupcake from Vince. Hillsley with a hi all. How you doing, bud? Hope you're good, mate.
Good, mate.
Charlie Bifter Brown says, evening, guys of the GKP and everyone else. How you doing, Charlie? Hope you're good. How's the football going? Mike Bass says, evening, Colin.
Evening, Mike. You all right, mate?
And Colin says, Mike Bass. Hi, mate. How you doing? Phil from Telford Koi Pond says, good evening, everybody, with a thumbs up.
Good evening.
Evening, Phil.
How you doing, Phil? Skeggy's Pond, Daz Shelton. Evening, all who said hi. Don't want Gaz having to read 100s of messages. Well. Thank you, Skeg. Gary Stevens says, evening, everyone. Hope everyone is good, with a thumbs up.
Hi, Gary.
All right.
Phil is I'm early. From Skeggy. Phil's in, I'm early. In. A good evening to all from Paul Mack. Good evening, mate.
Evening, Paul.
And a waving hand from
Hi, Mike.
Mike. Colin beginning.
Hi.
Edward Guppy says, hi, everyone. How you doing, Edward? Hope you're good, mate. Birmingham Gary says, evening, guys.
Evening, Gary.
And we have, sorry, I'm speed through him. Sorry, mate. Stopping you from saying Nip and Koi says, evening, Koi people. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Mate. Mike Bass says, evening to all, Gaz, Daz, and Mickey Two Drains.
Evening, Mike.
How you doing, Mike? Kushti Koi says, hi all.
Evening, Kushti.
How you doing, Kushti? West Brom Koi says, evening all. How you doing, Paul?
Evening.
Mr. Tropical Koi, evening to all. How you doing, bud?
Evening, mate.
Evening.
Mickey Two Drains, hello. At Mr. Tropical Koi, still 0-0, mate. There we go. Life around the koi pond says, "Hi guys, wow, it's that time again already. Yippee!" with a thumbs up. Nice one. Hope you're good, Jamie.
Evening, Jamie.
We got a TY from Charlie to Charlie. Skeggy says, "I'm guessing they're waiting for Daz to stop eating." No, actually, mate, on this occasion, I'm starving because I've not eaten. I think Mick's just filled up on, were they matchsticks? Chocolate matchsticks? Is that what they are? Yeah.
Don't want to point your Skegs.
And Daz is smashing an egg custard as we speak.
Reputation.
Stop it. You've got to get the pinky out. You can't ruin our reputation.
No, our noble hobby.
Our noble hobby.
Skeggy says, "Paul Sugar Daddy." Jamie says, "Hello, Skeggy," with a waving hand. Daz Shelton. They do make one I've got a 2-inch. I thought they did, Skeg. I knew you'd said that they did when we were talking the other day. Just put 1.5 inch reducer on it. I can get them. Nice one.
Oh yeah. Let us know, Skegs, how much it is, mate, and I'll ship the money over to you.
Daz, did you notice the pond in Scotland you did side got slight bow in it?
Yeah.
Scotland. That's it.
Isle of Arran.
Sam.
What is it, 16 foot long? You expect a little bit of deflection in that.
I didn't know you were out. Damn it.
Awesome. My bad. I forgot to tell you. Yeah, it was after the weekend on Sunday.
I'm sure I've pressed click all notifications as well, and I've not got it. So I'll have to. Nice one. I will. Thank you for that. I will go and watch and see if I can find where the fault is.
That is on the side where the patio's going, and he's going to drop the water level down a bit, put the patio in, push the slabs right up to it to straighten that out a little bit. It's about probably 1 inch in 16 foot. It's nothing really, but when your eyes eye down, you can see it.
Yeah, it's not too much then, is it? It's not that bad.
No, say it's 6 foot deep. There's some serious pressure on that chuffer.
Yeah. Irish Geordie Coy says, "All right, lads, and all."
How you doing, mate?
Evening.
Waving up. Skeggy says, "Jamie, if you look at my double barrel install, you'll see the equal T." Right, so it's an equal T. Equal T. That's what we need. They do a metric pressure pipe, Y. That is an equal split. Yeah, I wonder if we can get a Y in non. Oh, I suppose even if it come to it, could put the Y in and just use reducers to step it down, couldn't you? So it's on a waist mic. Says Kege. Koi Karma says, "Evening, Gaz, Daz, Mick. Hope all is well." With a double
Dave?
thumbs up. How you doing, Dave? Hope you're good, mate. Ilsley says, "The only downside I see on the bottom drain, you should really install a sieve or an inline filter." I would agree with that. As the twigs and leaves stop the pump and possibly burn it out if not cleared out regularly. Not if you've got a good pump, mate, because my pump, which is the reason why I chose it, if no water flows through, it shuts itself off automatically. I don't know if the Evolution Aqua does, but mine definitely does. If there's no water flowing through, it shuts off. Koi Central, evening all. GKP Virgin here. Usually in bed by now due to work commitments, but got the day off and couldn't think of anything better to do than spend an hour or two with you lot, Matt. Nice to see you, mate. Matt,
so I shall subscribe to you this minute.
Do us a favour, bud. I'm pretty sure you contacted me on Facebook, and if you did, and you were the gentleman that said that you would be interested in going to the Adam Buyer trip, which I'll touch back on shortly, just send me another message in here, mate, so I know if it's definitely yourself. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure it was yourself. Said that you would like to come along as well.
Dave, what's it called?
If not,
we've just watched Mike Coit Beginnings vid, and seen you had a nice merch cut. Well done, mate.
I'm pretty sure have we not given this gentleman I don't know, we can't have if he's a virgin.
No, he's a virgin.
If he is, let's make sure. If he is, let's go to his channel. And if he's, I knew I was subscribed. Sweet, I am already subscribed
to it.
I shall share your channel, mate. Copy.
Yeah.
And we'll
got one build going on.
Yes. Paste it in there. If everybody could do me a huge favour at present, he's on 316 subscribers. Let's see if we can give him a little bit of a bump and get him up a few higher. There you go, mate. Matt it is, I'm guessing. Fingers crossed, bud. I'll keep refreshing and hopefully you get a couple more subscribers. There you go, 317. People are already having a look, mate. Do him a huge favour, guys. Swing by, give him a like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell for all his up and coming videos that he's doing on his pond build. Charlie Bifter Brown says at Mike Bass, yes, they had one in B&Q. They had a Y in B&Q. Oh, damn it.
Now he tells us.
Yeah. Never mind. I had to use adapters on my systems to match metric to Imperial. Could you fit it to a waste pipe? I'm sure we could sort something out, mate, one way or another. We should definitely be able to do something with it. We'll definitely get it sorted. 100%. Mike's Coy and Garden and Bonsai. Evening all. Enjoyed the video the other night. Got a retro on mine, but direct through the pond wall. Ooh, sweet. So you went with a pipe straight out, sealed that up, and then dropped a retro in. I'm guessing you. Yeah, that's well. Yeah, another way of doing it, isn't it?
Effective.
Yeah.
Skeggy says, sent you a link, Gaz. Yeah, I saw it come up, mate. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I shall have a look and we shall get one ordered. Uru says, everyone, Cope, how you doing, bud?
Evening, Cope.
How's it doing, mate? Any sign of any improvements? Hope everything's looking better. Fingers crossed. Skeggy says, you could probably take a bit more off those pipes and bring the drain. Yeah, I'd agree, mate. Yeah. With it getting as bad as what it was and getting as dark as it was, and all that foam that were rolling in, it were getting pretty damn hard to see around that foam. So,
you are.
Balancing act, and it were a bit slippy on top of that, wasn't it? Yeah, we did definitely a couple of miners.
The tsunami come to the Japanese village as well.
Yeah, the Japanese village is totally flooded out.
Yeah,
there's only the bubble on the top of the hill that's safe at present.
Yeah.
But yeah, totally agree, Skeg, 100%. A couple of minor adjustments and we should be able to get it cock on, I reckon. My legs are proper burning. This radiator in front of me is red hot. Koi Karma says, hi Graham, Cope, with a double thumbs up. Stallion fish keeping stroke gardening. Hi guys. Winter World Cup. Now I'd rather sit out watching Koi sulking on the bottom due to frostbite.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I would as well, mate. In fact, I would rather have done what I did today and watch paint dry all day.
Yeah.
David Pioneer. Good evening, everyone. I took Gaz's advice from an earlier video about fitting. Nice one, mate. Fitting a floating switch. I think essential addition to any pond. Mine is fitted to 2 pumps and the UV to switch them all off. Thank you very much for that one, mate. That's a little bit of a light bulb moment for me. I have one I need to wire into mine to do the same. Thank you. But yes, definitely, mate. 100%. That one of mine has saved my fish several times. Yeah. Anthony, you guys know it else.
Yeah.
My dad's as well. My dad's had one on his since his pump completely dry. And I'm talking the fish. It was just pure coincidence. We were out in the front garden doing a bit of gardening, doing a bit of servicing. We just cleaned out the filter system on his back one. My dad had put something back in the wrong place. and the barrel completely overflowed, and it just poured out of the filter barrel all over the floor, and it just pumped. When we come back round, fish were flapping around in like 2.5 inch of water. If we'd have been away and he'd have gone off and gone away to caravan for the weekend, I wouldn't have been going around to the following morning to feed him for him. He'd have lost the lot. So that was it. As soon as we spotted that one on my dad's, we fitted one on his and one on mine. And I totally agree, mate. That are, I would say, one way or the other, they are a definite need for any pond. I would definitely have one. Pump fed, that is, especially if you pump all your bottom drain. Yeah. Gravity fed, I'm pretty sure most people have some form of device to, in the filter systems, to isolate and shut off. But yeah, 100%. Koikama says, "Hi, Skeggy, Daz," with a double thumbs up. Did I read that one out once? How you doing, Dave? Hope you're well, mate. Lisa Leach says, "Evening all," with a thumbs up. Evening, Lisa. Skeggy says, "Hi, Dave." Skeggy says, "Was a good day." Definitely one, mate. We had a right laugh, didn't we? Had a good giggle, and that's what it's all about. I like it when we can get a good community going, a good people around, have a good bit of banter, a good bit of a laugh and a giggle, and everybody sits and enjoys it. And there were banter from people in all sorts of directions. We even found a penguin next to the pond. Didn't we, Skeggy?
It's true.
It did.
And they're native to Nottingham.
Yeah, who says penguins don't exist around koi ponds? Nipping Kai says, "How many men to do 2 bottom drains?" That many. At least that's less
like work.
My mate Vin said. How many knuckle dragging northerners does it take to fit 2 bottom fitting drains? Cheeky bastard. My boys, Koi Liverpool, evening all with a waving. Thanks for joining us, mate. Koi Karma. Hi, DC. Double thumbs up. West Brom. Oh, how you doing, Dave? Koi Karma. Lindo's Bay. Evening, gents. How you doing?
Evening.
Carol steps in with a good evening to you all. Got half an hour to spare. Ooh, let's see what we can get in quickly. A few more comments, no doubt. Koi Karma says, "Hi, WBC. Doing good, mate. Hope all is good. With you, 100%. Double thumbs up." Koi Karma, best wishes to Amanda Kerry. Hope you're doing better, with 2 big love hearts. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. That looked like it might have been a bit of a. Apparently, she's got to have some kind of an operation. I need to speak with Brett as well and have a chat with him.
Yeah, she's broke. I think 2.
It's a bad break, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, if you're stopping in hospital, you've broken it pretty bad, haven't you? Normally, I mean, I've broke my ankle 3 times, and each time I've broke mine, it's been potted up, and then I've gone from one of those temporary pots to a permanent pot, from a permanent pot to one of those supporting boot things, which I have kept now because it's happened that many times. You never know. See if they give me another one. But yeah, it's a bad break in it when you're stopping in. I wonder what they're having to do. Wouldn't fancy that myself. Pins and all that kind of stuff. Well, you know, Mick, what that's like, don't you, bud?
Yeah. Stuff in my legs.
We've got that's another new name. Black Rose Koi. Good evening to you. Hope you're all had a good day. Now that is that another channel? I don't remember. Oh, in fact, actually, sorry, I missed another one there, because My Koi Boys Liverpool is a new channel that's joined us. And as we tried to do, we'll make sure we try to share everybody's channel. Let's give him a. Where's he gone? 1 second, mate. We'll go to his channel. And we'll drop a little link in there. Paste that. If everybody could do me a huge favour, swing by my boys Koi Liverpool and give them a like, share, subscribe, and all the rest of it. See if we can help his channel. Is up 320 at present. See if we can get him up a few. What was the next one we just said there that I just pulled out? Black Rose. Let's see.
Black Rose Koi, yeah.
Go to channel. Do we actually? Oh, we have no content at present. No. Okay.
Yeah, I can't subscribe.
If you do, mate, if you do, and you get a channel going up and running and what have you, let me know, and we can give you a share with your channel in the near future, mate. If you start one, that is. Skeggy says, if you used a Y, the drains would be at the wrong angles. Yeah, but you could pull that. Yeah, I suppose you're right, Skeggy. We're just going to say you could pull it right by putting some not swept.
Like slow bend.
45.
Yeah. Well,
45's on 90s, but again, you'd just be putting more bends in, reducing again. So,
what Skeggy get? If he can get his hands on it, just.
Well, he sent me a link anyway, mate. So
cool.
we have what we require. Pond looks great, Mike. Thumbs up. I was chatting to a fish dealer, and he said all bottom drains should be on a separate pump system, as the flow never calibrates between each drain. Well, Skeggy's got one running, and he's does. So I would have to say some may disagree.
Yes.
Don't know if it's
science.
Yeah. Well, it's running. It's not 100% at the moment, but we have got it running on a swept tee, and I would say that would probably be the case of Skeggy's got his. Skeggy, does yours run equal, mate, that you know of? I'll see what Skegg says, because he's definitely got it up and running on his with an equal tee. There's our Sonny there, just had himself with his fresh new trim. He's gone from looking like a polar bear to a little
lamb.
Little lamb. You having your carrot?
Oh,
there we go. Just had his fresh new trim. He wasn't too happy about having it done, but I think he were getting a bit way too hot, and it did just look like a complete ball of fluff.
Do you give him carrots to eat, Gaz?
Yeah, always giving them all as dogs. I give them carrots.
Dogs eat carrots.
Yeah, if you bang them in freezer and freeze them, then they get the coolingness of it, and obviously it's a little bit more harder for them to chew on, and it's a bit more of a cooling. And you can also freeze them in a little bit of juice or whatever, and give them something so that they've got something to work to when they chew through ice. One, it keeps them cool, and then until they get the reward out of it when they've done. But yeah, carrots, they're good for them, mate.
Yeah,
they can pretty much eat most veg raw. Broccoli.
Yeah.
Bits and that's, there's certain ones that they can't though, so look into it before you do.
Right, onion.
All my dogs have all that.
Onion,
onion, garlic, tomatoes. Well, tomatoes not technically a veg, is it?
Good for night vision as well.
Well, let's put it this way, it does. When it's pitch black out there, he can run down there without running that pond. And most of the time when I'm looking down garden, I can't even see it, and he full on sprints down there. So
well, you need more carrots.
He's doing his usual thing now, is watching fish. Just sat there. It's good as gold. Twisted Koi says, I've got one of those. Wise if you want it. No, we're going to go with a T, I think, mate, because then we'll have less bends. Carol says, how's the retro drain doing, Mike?
It's doing good. It is doing good. Like I say, I flicked a little bit of the heavy debris, the detritus and poo today, but I went back out an hour later, it all sucked up. I just think we've got to get the flow right as well. Like Mike said from Koi Beginnings, we need to sort the flow out to make it more, and like you said, guys, to make it more economical for them. Because it's not set up properly, that boxing, is it?
It's certainly 100% pulling way more through there than what it was last time.
It was, yeah.
Because I know it sprayed just over the actual edge, didn't it, before?
Yeah.
But I reckon if you'd have turned that up full whack and angled it, I reckon we could have got it to take garage wall.
Oh, it would have done. Yeah.
I reckon it's sure for definite.
It would have 100%.
Had some right pressure behind it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far, so good, Carol, with a few minor adjustments to be made.
Yeah.
Graham Taylor, Evening all, watching football on TV and GKP on the phone. Who says men can't multitask? Women, normally.
Evening, Greg.
I can say
that.
Graham. Before I read any more comments, what I will say, we have a definite 100% confirmation for the GKP trip to Adam Byers Koi Farm next year.
Yeah.
It has been 100% confirmed by Amanda. I emailed them the other day to confirm that we were bringing between 15 and 20, and they have taken the booking for the 22nd and said that closer to the time, they will contact us to give us time to be aiming to get there for. So what I'm going to do is all the people that are 100% confirmed. There are more than these, but at present, we've got Graham Wright, Vince, Skeggy, Pete from West Brom Koi, Dave from Koi Karma, Daz, Mick, Colin, Jeff, Busy Bee, Nip and Koi, Nip and Koi and his partner, Mike Bass, Copy's Koi, one or two others that I've got on Facebook as well that have also said they'd like to go and be interested. I think we're topping out at either 18 and 19 at last count.
Yeah.
So
Koi Central. He's put on there now, so you can write him down. He's definitely interested.
There we go. So we've got Koi Central. That makes us, if we add 19, that will make us 20.
What about Mike from Koi Beginnings? I'm sure he said he wanted to go. I'm not 100% sure, but
well,
I'm sure
everybody that told me they wanted to go that were on here last week that I said sent me an email with contact confirmation to say those are all the people that I've received emails from at present. Now, the only reason why we're going with between 15 and 20, ideally, it would be better to have the 15, but there are more people that want to go. But more than 20, and Adam believes that him and Amanda will be too far spread out to be able to give us as much time as what they would like to. So we're going with the 20 for the visit as max. So if anybody drops out and says they don't want to go, then we'll offer it back up to the first people that turned around and said that they were interested. Where? Oh, I've lost. There we go. Skeggy says, Koi Central, good channel. Simon Shear says, hi all, with a little rose.
Hi,
there's the first channel that I subscribe. Sorry, I asked you if you could click on and do me a huge favour, like and subscribe and all the rest of it. And I think that was Koi Central. I'll give him a quick refresh.
No, that was Koi Boys Liverpool.
No, that's the second one. That's now up to 320. Wait, good do. Charlie Bifter Brown says, Koi Central, sub to you, mate. Skeggy says, yeah, where's the precious sleeves? Where's the precious sleeves?
All in the thing.
Koi Karma says already sub, Matt, good vibes. Life around the Koi Pound says, already sub, I've rung the bell this time. Skeggy says, a couple of nearly, yeah, there was a couple of nearly went-ins. I nearly had 3 or 4 nearly went in, concentrating on trying to make sure that I didn't catch any of the big fish chasing the little ones around when I was netting them, and I nearly slipped in once, twice. Yeah, it was a good laugh the whole time. Skeggy says it will be even more flooded tonight.
Yeah.
Had rain passing in the conservatory again tonight. Oh shit!
Oh god!
I'm guessing that I will put that in there as pissing in the conservatory. I hope you get it sorted out soon, mate. Mad Dog in the house says, hi all, how you doing, Mad Dog?
Evening, Mad Dog.
Coffee's Koi Chatting Bubble says, hi Dave.
You have to make so much noise in here.
Skeggy says, evening, Mad Dog. Koi Central says, thanks guys for the build share. I'm definitely interested in the Adam Buyer trip. Keep me posted. And yes, I'm the crazy fool doing a pond build coming into winter. I think there's been a few doing it, though, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got one that's
West
half full of water.
says, sorry, bud, come on. Yeah, I was gobsmacked to see that, Daz. So much water in there.
It's about 4 inches deeper since you saw it.
That's
I'm
mad,
very
isn't
tempted to put some fish in it.
West Brom Koi says, me being a novice, I thought I'd have to have the pump in the pond with a retro bottom drain. I guess not. No, definitely not, mate. 100%. You know, you can have, but obviously then you're still going to have the pump and the little thing being lifted up every time you have to pull it out. But yeah, better to do it on the outside, then you can service it and clean it easier. Skeggy says no West Brom, but you really need a non-return valve. Yeah, you do. Definitely, because that's a real piss take.
Yeah. We had a trouble priming it, didn't we?
Yeah, so it can be hard work to get it going. No West Brom, LOL. I knew what you meant, Skeg. Already sub to Koi Central, Seskia Reef and Pond. I had a look at one of your videos today. No, was it today? Was it yesterday? The
big tank build.
The big tank build reef. They made it all straight in your house for you, didn't they? Pretty sweet. West Brom Koi. I knew what you meant, Skeggy. Aha, everyone's learning gibberish. Odd Dog says evening, Skeg. Charlie, Mr. Brown says West Brom Koi. You can, mate. Wet or dry. West Brom Koi. Grab my number off copy and I'll run you through it. Cupcake. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. I need a cupcake one. West Brom Koi says, so as long as you use a non-return valve, you can go over the wall and into the pump. Yeah, you can, mate. The best bit is about the non-return valve. It just stops it from, if you don't have the non-return valve, everything just backflows all the way back out and back into the pond, which was a bit that, yeah, that pissed me off. When I realised at first, I thought, oh yeah, just put it in. There'll be enough power in there to suck it straight through. Not a chance. I had to put that in. As soon as I put that in, then it worked fine. And I've never had a problem priming it back up since ever at all. It's been a piss cake. Just literally shut my valve. It holds all the water in there. Jobs are good. And the bit on mine is I actually put on my pipe where it goes and flows back into my filter system, I put a slight slope on it. And with that slight slope, it allowed me to allow it to, I just open that valve up and all that piping just rushes back to top up any that might have sunk back till the valve closed off. So, yeah, all those emojis going on. Ooh, ooh. Hang about for me 1 second. Just a text. West Brom Koi says, cheers, Vince. I can't build that one. Damn it. Yeah, West Brom, what we did at Mix and mine, LOL. Ernst Koi says, evening all. Another person that was thinking about putting in and fitting a retro. 100%, mate. Best thing you can do. Definitely get one done, I would say. All right, Sonny. Let us know if you need to go out. Bubble and Fins. Good evening, Vicky. Says, hi, everyone. Live a double kiss. I hope you appreciated what I did for you.
Mr. Spielberg.
I actually thought we're going to do some underwater footage and dropped £1,000 phone straight in there. No thinking twice. Get in, record it, just so you could see some of those lovely fancy goldfish of Daz's. I hope you've seen the video. If you haven't, go check out my last one that we put out for you. There's some lovely fancy goldfish on display. And remind me, Daz, again, I forget all yours. If all those fancy goldfish in there are going to be staying in there, mate, let me know. And I will definitely next time bring in
the big monster Blackmore.
Bring in the big monster one. I can't wait to see that one cruising around with all them. Keggy says, penguin.
Yeah.
Carl says, my pumps are both in the pond. Just wish I had done it difference now, but getting too old to do it myself. Then give us all an address and we shall all come down and we will pay you a visit, Carol, and we shall come and give you an hand if there's any changes you would like to make, and we can come and bring all the guys along and have a pond visit while we're at it.
Yeah,
I'm more than happy to bang in what we need, throw in his tools and come down and give you an hand love if you need it or you require it anytime.
Me too.
My boy's Coy Liverpool. Sorry, mate, mispronouncing it. Link there to his, and we've got a thanks for the shout out, much appreciated, a thumbs up and a smiley face. My pleasure, mate. What I'd like to do is see if we can get everybody's channels to grow, get them everybody growing up a little bit, and get them a few larger ones out there. Twisted Choices, Carol, to do it to your pond would take a day, 2 tops. I'm sure we can arrange doing it for you in the new year. Cupcake, thumbs up, and with a thumbs up, 100%. Yeah, I'm up for that anytime. If you need it, or you want a work party together, or whatever, anybody wants to organise something, I'm definitely up for coming down and giving everybody a hand. Mike I Beginning says, Mike, if you come up and over the pond from the drain into the pump, how do you stop the airlock from happening? The airlock? Well, mine comes up and across and in, so I don't get an airlock. But all you need to do, I think Skeggy was saying, is make a U. Is that right, Skeg? Make a U shape in your pipe, which allows it to backflow up and out beyond your non-return valve, which then stops the air. It only needs a short bit of water in that pipe for it to suck and draw it through. Once it sucks and draws it through, that pulls the air through, and then you just get that last. You get a little bit of a bubble. I hear mine bubble through as it goes through, but it goes through pretty quick on mine, so always clears up.
Well, while we're talking with Mike, we watched his video, didn't we, lads? That black fish and one of the other fish, ones with the anal thing where it looks like it's being eaten away, mate. Again, if you can get that into some quarantine, I'm telling you now, this is what we've seen. We've been through. It's bacterial.
Well, it looks like it takes hold fast. 2 weeks and you're in deep trouble.
Well, you remember you've heard me saying that we've been looking at that and we've been dealing with that in several ponds.
Yeah.
Well, one of our friends.
One was mine.
One was Mick's and the other one was Mike's, and we'd 100% cleared up every single fish in both of his ponds. Well, last weekend was a devastating weekend for that particular gentleman, and the reason being is 3 weeks ago we were looking at his fish in his grow on pond, and every one of those fish were spotless. One or two of them had the fin rot that were growing back. Almost, we're talking about a couple of millimeters to come back on the fins. Yeah. And they were cocked perfect. This is 3 weeks ago. Well, last Saturday, every one of those fish dead. All lot. Completely covered. Ulcers, fin rot, mouth rot, you name it. Absolutely shot. Half the face is gone. Completely broke his... Well, it ruined my weekend and it ruined his weekend. Yeah. And it ruined all our weekend. In the space of 3 weeks from the last time we were looking at him, and don't get me wrong, he's been looking at him, feeding him and checking on him and what have you. In the space of 3 weeks, every one of his fish, a total of 24 fish, completely done, gone. That's 4 out of his main pond and the other 20 out of his grow on. Every one of his fish completely annihilated, done. Yeah. Complete shut down that one pond, fully drained all the system, and the next thing he's going to be doing is a complete and utter total deep clean. My advice, mate, is if you're unsure and you're not sure what it is, quarantine it if you can, mate. Get it out, treat it, quarantine it.
Well, because you've got some cracking fish, mate. You've got some really cracking fish, and it's hard. It was hard to watch your video tonight because you see how well you look after your fish, and now this shit's happening with them. We've seen it. We've seen it, mate. Oh, and
my other question for you, Mike, 100%. This one's for you, bud. Your Yamabuki, you said, well, you showed it, the clip, and it jumped out swam that way, and as it swam past, it grinded, as you call it, like skateboarders would do, on the window, which it did, 100%. That was the right side of its body, mate. The mark that you've got, the scales missing, is on the left side of its body. So how did it grind on there, knock itself and jump itself and damage itself on the left side of its body if it slid across the window on the right side? Yeah. Just in case, if it is and it caught anywhere else, there might be a couple of them corners you might want to dress off, mate, on the toppings that it might have caught itself on as well. Just take them corners off and take them, put a 45 on them if it was that it did.
Yeah.
Have a look. I don't know if you can watch the video a little bit slower, mate, and see as it went across, did it whack itself off that left-hand corner on your topping? If it did, then maybe just tweak them corners off, mate, and grind them off and put some 45-degree chamfers on it so they're not as sharp a point for them to whack themselves off. But yeah, the other one on its anal fin, mate. Yeah, keep trying it, bud. Get it out, do whatever you need to do. But I'm not saying it is anything like that again. But what I am saying, whatever that bacterial infection is, it goes away. It's been gone for three plus months. Every fish looking cock on, 100%. And in space of 3 weeks, 24 fish. All that to be.
He's lost 6 grand's worth of fish now, hasn't he?
Yeah. And he's, I mean, he's actually at the point now where he thinks, come spring next year, he thinks he'll be lucky if he has anything left.
Yeah.
If it happens as fast in his big main pond as what it has done in the other one. But that was 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, going from looking almost 100% healed up to completely, totally, well, they were disgusting to look at, weren't they? It were good.
It were bad. It was unsavable. It was unsavable.
So euthanized the whole job lot and every one of his fish, and some beautiful looking fish as well. All his new ones that he's got, all his new stock, everything, all completely wiped out. And 4 out of his main pond, which are 45 to 50 cm fish.
Yeah.
So
he's got what, 5 left? 7, something like that. 5
or 6 in main pond. That's it. Yeah.
That's it.
And that's gone from, like you say, this last 12 months for him. He's resigned now to the fact that those other fish may very well go down the same route, and if they do, he's resigned to the fact of starting off again as fresh and total annihilation of the pond and either full rebuild or complete deep clean, cleanse out, PP the shit out of it, drain it all down, new media, bleach out the filter systems, and a complete restart from scratch. That's what he's resigned to. That's what he's thinking. Worst case scenario that he's going to have to do come spring next year.
Yep.
Which is, Mike, I'm gutted for you, bud, 100%. And you know that, mate. But if you need an hand when it comes to it, where we are. We'll always be there, 100%, mate, and we'll do whatever it takes to get you back up and on your feet, mate.
Yeah, and I'll sort it out with some fish, whatever you want, mate.
Yep.
Carol says, "Get better soon, Amanda." Koi Central says, "Thanks, Skeggy." Skeggy says, "Amanda needs to stop being a snowflake, get out of bed and walk it off." It's just a flesh wound. Having flapping face. So, long as the pipe work is exactly the same to each drain, there will be balance. Yeah. 100% Skegster. Irish Joy Decoy says, "I think that applies more to gravity-fed bottom drains than retro." Carol says, "How cute is he?" Thank you very much.
I am.
Oh, you mean funny?
He really gone? He gone to his mum?
No, he's in. He's over side of me now. Alan T says, "Hi guys from the north of the border. How you doing, Alan?"
Evening, Alan.
Thanks for joining us, mate. Skeggy says, "Water will take the path of least resistance. If there is no path of least resistance, it will be equal." Yeah, 100%. If you guys can do me a huge favor, I need to make sure this little fella's out and goes out for a tinkle. If you can pick up on one of your little topics that you said you'd got, that be absolutely smashing while I make sure he's had his evening meal and just let him out to the bathroom because there's only me here and I want to make sure he's been out. So I'm going to just drop off for 2 seconds, guys, while you do a little infill. Look at that. Look at that.
No, like I said, we've been talking about different varieties.
Treasure.
Oh, treasure, yeah. Yeah, about different varieties of like different
Treasure.
styles, different styles of Sanke, different styles of Showa, Kohaku, stuff like that. We were just asking each other what's their favourite style Sanke, and
Yeah, I mean, what like Showas, there's a Kindai, there's the Isa Showa. I mean, what do people favour more now, the modern type or more the older stuff?
Or the more traditional.
Yeah.
I think the Isa Showa are more Kindai show, aren't they?
Yeah. And the same with the Sankey as well, because there's numerous different sort of styles of Sankey.
Yeah, and this is what people don't think. People go, a Sankey is a Sankey, but all different patterns do have different meanings, don't they? Where the black is and where the Benny is, it just different meanings. So it would be interesting to what other people's thoughts on the styles of Sankey, Showa, Kohaku.
Yeah. And treasure. Found this in the garden. Not in my garden, in a customer's garden today. I was digging. Mick has identified it as a Catherine wheel or some kind of wheel.
Cartwheel. It's a cartwheel.
Cartwheel.
Penny, 2 pence. It's a cartwheel, 2 pence. It's 1779.
Yeah, 300 years old.
So. Yeah. If everybody knows, I'm a bit of a coin geek.
The crud is started to dissolve off it a bit now, Mick.
It is, yeah.
It does look as if there might be an element of shine to it under all the filth.
Yes, there will be.
Hopefully, is the silver.
Yeah, it will be. It will be silver.
Yes. So I shall be looking for more of these tomorrow. I'll be digging like a little mole. First treasure I've ever found in 30 odd years of digging. Probably the last bit I find as well. And it's in its current condition, it's probably worth about £2.50.
No, about £40.
Yeah,
worth about £40. But if it's in pristine like collector grade, they're worth about £750.
Yeah, this is definitely not pristine.
No, like I say, does anybody want to come and join us on the live? Like I say, it's Skeggs, Mike, anybody. Like I say, anybody come and join it. Like I say, when guys come. Oh, I'm left alone now. Well, bit of a blooper moment. This is. Oh. Yeah, bloody I'm in the hot spot now, aren't I? So now, guys, just bear with us a minute. Like I say, we're obviously having a bit of technical difficulty.
Don't panic, come back.
Yeah, but
What happened to Gaz? Did he get disconnected? Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
He's only a little pup, and everybody's out this evening. My wife's out getting her hair cut. My son's at work, and my other one's gone to see his girlfriend. So I needed to make sure they'd gone out. Daz is back. There you go.
Me all started.
Sorry about that, Nick.
If in doubt, mate, you just need to stand up and start doing some jazz hands and fill.
That's what Sharpie said. Sharpie said he should start singing.
You must sound so yellow.
Yeah. He's obviously. I mean, he's a young pup. He needs to go out regular. I need to make sure. At the same time, he needs his tea as well. And I forgot I didn't feed him earlier on, so I just wanged him. I wanged him some food down. He had a quick look at it and went, "Yeah, is that it? Oh, right, yeah, great. Not interested.
Is that
it? He just come and licked the side of me back here on chair.
Yeah, I want on my own. I want on my own, Paul. I had all you guys there, but It was a shock when no one back.
All you need to do is just sit there and think of a topic.
Yeah.
You could have talked about your retro bottom drains, Mick, and told everybody what you've been doing with them. Or what's the next fish you were going to pick up?
Yeah, I know. I was talking.
Just do what I do.
Oh, there's another one. You've been holding out on us, Mick.
Oh, no.
You should have seen him. I would just dry Dog's feet there. I can see it look on his face like
panic.
I didn't know if anybody was on still until Sharp said was still there and that lot.
I was desperately pressing all the buttons trying to get back on.
Lincoln says, our JRT loves carrots, watches me like a hawk when I'm feeding them the guinea pigs. Yeah. A lot of dogs like them. A lot of dogs. See, I used to, on my other dogs, I used to feed them raw all the time. I know it's not really what we're talking about, but I tell you what I do give them as well. If you give them an egg, the first time, sometimes you have to just crack it in dish, but leave the shell and everything there, just raw. Straight give them an egg, and they'll lap up the egg yolk, and then they'll chomp down on the eggshell. But the eggshell is really good because it's full of calcium and it's good for the bones.
Yeah.
He's not had one raw yet, but he has been having a daily egg with his breakfast turned into scrambled. But I will be switching him over, well, at some point.
Yeah.
But,
There's nothing wrong with my fish bowl now. Like I said, but all my pond is perfectly fine, spot on. But it's our other friend called Mike.
It's another gentleman. Monty and Keaton both love carrots every day. Everyday food for him. Yeah, 100%, mate. The other one, he likes apples too, but it's advisable not to give too much apple. So if we have an apple, we'll give him a little piece off of it. Too sweet can tend to irritate the skin and give him a bit of itches and all that kind of stuff. So you just got to make sure you only give a minimal amount. But he'll eat oranges as well. He likes orange. He likes tangerines.
Grated carrot is good for your koi as well because of the carotenoids.
So is apple, apparently.
Yeah, but for colour, developing colour and stuff in your fish.
Oh, the carotene, yeah.
No carotenoids. No carotenoids. Yeah.
Skeggy said, thumbs up, cupcake. Irish applies to both retro and traditional. The problem with traditional 4-inch is flow rates. You'd have to pull a heck of a lot of water to sweep them. A retro runs in 2-inch pipes max.
Yeah. 4 inches overkill for most people's size ponds anyway.
A lot of people fit them though, don't they? But the thing is, from what we've seen, they tend to fill up with a lot of crap settling in bottom, don't they?
There's not enough flow to blast all the muck out.
Yeah.
3 inches is, in my opinion, is a better option.
I just saw one there. Graham Taylor fitted a retro drain to my pond this year, and the pond bottom has never been cleaned. 100%, same as. Yeah. I used to have to vat mine out 5-6 times a year to make sure that I got all mess off of it. I've backed it once just behind the back of some plant pots because I could see that there were a little bit of one at Lily's as it died back, and it would just be out back. And I thought, if I go in there and try to scoop that out or net it out, I'm probably going to end up disturbing it and spread it around. It finds in water, so I just dropped back in and sucked up around there and it just disappeared. So that's the only one. I've only done it the once. Hurt Corey says, I missed last week, but contacted through Facebook. Yeah, mate, you're included in one of those 20 as well, bud. There's also another gentleman, and I think I've got them. In fact, I can tell you exactly who the other ones are as well. We've got one that's definitely confirmed, which was there's a few that definitely confirmed, I do believe. John Wales said he's up for it. Diana Brandon, she also said she'll be up for coming. So we got Graham Wright was one off of Facebook. Nigel, which is we've already confirmed you, mate. Peter Hemingway, who may very well be interested, but it's all depending on the dates. A gentleman called Shane Big. Dave Littlewood Wheeler said he might be up for it, and then Dinah Brandon. So if that hurts, is that one of you? Any of them? If it is, mate, let me know for defo. If not, we can also. Dave Saxton told me that it would be, which is Koi Karma. So I already knew because we got that from Vince as well, bud. So I've already included you, mate. So we are looking at around 19 to 20 people that'll be going. Got you giggling at then.
what Koi Central put an airy day of winter. wait, this is a comment later.
The builders have sorted the other half of my new pond this week, so hopefully we'll be all done for the spring. Getting there slowly. Sweet.
Great.
You have to drop us some photos, mate, so we can see what's what, see how it's going on.
Yeah.
Skeggy says they are awesome, Graham. They definitely are. Sorry, Skeggy, they definitely are, mate, 100%. If you want the cheaper alternative, 100%. But I would say if you wanted to make sure you got a better one, go with the aerated one as well, because then you get that nice column of air coming up from the middle of it too, and you can get a lot of oxygen put back into your pond if you can afford it. If not, go with the standard, but fit yourself a lowering kit on it. Pimp that bottom drain.
Yeah.
You can make it yourself. You don't need to. There is a video on my channel to show you how to do it, but you can make them yourself. You don't need to buy the low profile kit, but it's relatively simple. Hilsley says, I may be interested depending on the dates and stuff. 22nd, we're already full, mate, I think. Unless somebody, if anybody turns around and says anything different, mate, I'll 100% hit you up. Skeggy says 22 more needed for 500. Ooh, Skeggy, let's give your channel a shout out to them, bud.
That's good going, Skeggs.
22 short for the 500 mark. Let's see, we've got 62 people watching right now. I don't know. I mean, you might already have these people that are watching. I can't see. Where's that gone? Sorry, move that camera a second. Paste that in there. That's Skeggy's channel there. For anybody that isn't a subscriber, do us a huge favour. Let's see if we can get him up to that 500 mark this evening. There's 62 people watching. We've got 25 thumbs up as well. 60 people. Come on, share some love, guys. Let's hit that thumbs up as well. Helps me with my channel too. The more it helps. Sharpest Pond World says, hey up me ducks, how are we all? I've got a double screen on the go. You guys on one screen, Brazil on the other. Happy days. Sweet. If you were a football fan, I would be joining you on that one, mate. But I mean, I've got a double screen on with all you lot on it. And all you lot on there again. So, unfortunately, no football for me. West Brom Coy says, evening, Sharpie. West Brom, how are you? Nip says, Daz, she will slap you. She probably will. That's got to be Amanda slapping him for saying, get up off walk it off. All good, Paul. You got any more to? You got anyone to do your logo yet? Ooh, new logos. Irish Jody Coy says, yes, thumbs up. Agrees, Skegger. I made this mistake on my system, 4-inch bottom drains and not enough flow. So that's why I needed to purge frequently. I plan to fix this next year. I have learned I need 17,000 litres.
That's going to be expensive for electric.
Flipping out. Sharpie's Pondwell says, hopefully, mate. Irish Jody Coy, per drain line. Wow, flipping heck.
It's a nice pond you got though, mate. I saw it today.
Yeah.
Not personally, online.
Skeggy says, yeah, 17,000 per drain. Sorry, 1,700, but then change it to 17,000. Busy B says, hi all, with a wave.
Hi,
Just
Busy.
watched Andy Darby's Coy video. what the hell is going on with YouTube? Ooh,
Oh,
no idea. Wow, what's happened there? No idea. Don't know. Busy. I've not heard or seen it myself. Yeah. I'm guessing we've got to watch afterwards. Unless you want to fill us in on here. But hope it's nothing bad. Koi Karma says, hi, Busy. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Hi, Dave, with a wave. Busy B, got you in 100% for the Adam Buyer trip. It's been confirmed by Amanda and Adam. We will be definitely going on the 22nd of April next year. Koi Karma says, hi, Sharpie, double thumbs up. Mad Dog's Pond, Koi House going out on Sunday evening, 7:30 p.m. Sweet. I should look forward to watching that. And I will watch your video tonight as well, mate, for the other one, the Isle of Arran, Sam's update. For those people that was asking us a couple of weeks ago, it's actually out now. So go check out Mad Dog's channel. In fact, why not? Let's do your quick. Where is it? Get you a quick link to your channel as well, Mad Dog. I'll post it in there. If everyone wants to find that channel or the is one that he was talking about and the new one that's coming out, there's Mad Dog's channel. Swing by, give him a like, share, a subscribe, and get his up at 360 at the moment. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Let's have a quick look for your Skeggy. You've got 478. Black Rose, we didn't have a channel 4, did we? My boys, you're now up to 321. Koi Central, you're now up to 321. And Mad Dog's 360. So hopefully, fingers crossed, guys, you'll all get a couple more subscribers. Dave Hart, or Dave, should I say? Graham says, absolutely, Skeggy. Still have pump in the pond, but looking at ways to move it out. Not quite so simple with in-ground pond, which splits via
whiter
filters. Check out my pond, mate. I've done it. Seriously, piece of cake. Ilsley said, Skeggy, how much water can you pump through a bottom drain for 4-inch? Graham, mine is an in-ground pond, outside filters, piece of cake. Yeah. And if you need any info, mate, give us a shout and we'll have a chat through it. It's easy to do, though. It is once you work it out. Jamie says, just an idea, guys. Is there a chance of having each drain separate, up and over, each having their own slide valve, then connected to a Y, and that way the flow can be adjusted?
Yeah.
Wherever you make same thing though, isn't it? Wherever you make adjustments, you create back pressure. Back pressure is not good for your pump. So ideally, mate, you don't want to be making any form of adjustment by valves or gates because that will create back pressure. You want to make adjustments with a very flow pump. The investment's well worth it, mate, 100%.
Can you give Sharpie's Pond World a shout out for us as well, guys?
I most certainly can. I'm chasing the 700. LOL. Wink, wink. I shall certainly get you a shout out as well, mate. 693 subscribers is at present. If anybody's not tuned into Sharpie's Pond World,
go on. Let's get him to that 700 now tonight. We can do that. Come on, everybody. Everybody should get it.
There. The last link just posted there is Sharpie's Pond World's channel. And he is at 693. Surely we can get him at that 700 mark tonight. We've got 66 people watching. That includes himself. So there's 65 of you out there that might not be tuned into him or might not be subscribed to him. I know for definite, mate. You got 2 there, 695 now, bud. 100%. We only need 5 more to get to that 700. Anybody that's not got him, swing by.
Ball.
Ring the bell for all notifications and check out his videos and leave him a couple of comments. let them know the GKP sent you. As my mate Vince would say. Thanks very much, Vince, and all. Appreciate that, bud, 100%. The shout out for me on your channel, mate, was very much appreciated. We are chasing that 1,000 target ourselves, and we're trying to see if we can get there before Christmas.
Come on. Come on.
If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. But it would be one hell of a Christmas present. I would be so happy. Skeggy says, Jamie.
Phil Walker. You missed him.
Oh, sorry, Phil Walker. Good evening,
Phil.
all, with a thumbs up. Good evening, Phil. Sorry, mate. I forgot I'd put that up and not read it out. My apologies.
He's reached 700, guys.
Let's have a look.
Yay.
There we are, mate.
It was my son that did it.
Coming for you.
Well done, Sharpie,
You
mate.
never-
Congratulations, mate.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Sweet. Sharpie's Pond World, just to double check. Let's see. Yeah, there we're at the 700 mark. Bang on.
Yeah, just subscribe very well.
Jamie, possibly, but more drag, more pipe work, and more fittings, etc. There really isn't a need. So as long as the pipes are the same to the T, less in the pond pipe work. Yeah. So from your T to your drain, and from your opposite side, as long as they're equally spaced, mate, they'll work fine. And I tell you what, this is very nice, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, like I say, we look forward to seeing you at one of the events next year. Like I say, it was our pleasure meeting you at Newark.
Yeah, that was lovely.
And I'll tell you what I am going to do as well. And I don't know if we've ever done this for Carol, but she is on 268. And I think it's absolutely fantastic that she's out there and she's doing this herself. And I think she deserves a lot more. There are very few women out there that are doing any form of ponding.
Yeah.
And I do think we should all do her a huge favour and slip by and give her a subscribe as well. So there's Carol's channel. If we could all do her a huge favour and swing by and see if we can get her lifted up a few as well. Fingers crossed.
Twice I would do.
I would do, yeah, same as. If that gets you up to the 268 subscribers at minute, let's see if we can get her up there to the 300 mark or above. I'm sure she would be absolutely over the moon with it. Seskia's Reef and Pond says, my reef had to be built in the house, too big to get through the doors. Did that bang up the price kind of thing then? You're going for your mum. All right, well, see you in a bit. Son's going to go pick his mum up. She's been at hairdressers, so she should be coming in looking $1 million. Did it cost more to have it built like that, or does it work out being cheaper? I bet it'd have been one of those things where you'd have had to take living room window out to get that thing in. It was a big tank, wasn't it? Massive. Graham Taylor says, Skeggy, changing pipe work from flexi to solid next year, so we'll bring the pump out then. Have an idea, but not a lot of space. And as big tight on that side. It's a bit tight on that side. I get you, mate. Martin's Koi Pond and Garden. Hi, Daz, Mick. Hi, Daz, Gaz, Mick, and all the pond nutters. How you doing, Martin? Hope you're well, mate.
Evening, Martin.
Pond nutters. Says the master pond nutter building his own bar in his back garden. How's it going on, mate? Have you got John Smith's on pump yet? Kai Karma says, hi, Martin, with a double thumbs up. Life Around the Koi Pond says, yes, it would mean more pipe work, etc. But would the system need purging at any point, Skegger? Smaller pipe work doesn't tend to really need to be purged because the floor keeps the pipes clean. But it's relatively simple as long as wherever it attaches to your filter system, or at some point where you put in a flexi, then you can disconnect it, lift it out, put a nice lasting jet wash down there, give it a good fettle out, job done, back in. You're back in and running in 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
The only downside with small piping is sometimes you can get an infestation of black fly larvae that can tend to reduce the diameter of it a bit and slow your flow down. I
But
don't think that applies to you, mate, because your water's pretty deep. But if it's shallower ponds, it can be an issue.
And another thing that not many people think about, and we've seen it firsthand when we were stripping the pond down with a pipe work, the build up of jelly residue, fats and proteins from out of the food. It does make a film through your pipe work. So, and there's nothing you can do about it. But I'm sure if we all put our minds together to see how we can prevent it from happening, or think of a way of cleaning without having to strip the pipe work completely down. Because like on Mike's pond, they were a jelly.
Yeah, but I do think that's where the amount of bends that Mike had got on his. Oh, peace out, y'all. The amount of bends that he'd got, I think that was where it started to build up. Each one of those bends it seemed to be more crap around the bend, didn't there? And then it builds up and just stretches out, didn't it, from there on?
I should have checked that bend, because the guys when they seen me pulled the pump out of our pond, they went, "What the heck was that?" Didn't you? Because it was like up, down, and across.
It was.
That's some kind of Wallace and Gromit build.
I don't understand why you'd done that and not just come straight out. One swept. Sonny, shut up. One swept, if you don't know if you can hear that, but my dog's in there howling. Brandon's just gone out. So, Mike, you were asking me earlier on, does your dog talk? Yeah, he does. Normally when somebody's gone out of the house and he's not sure I'm still here. But, yeah. They don't half howl, bud. But, yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, you're right. That were nuts. That was like Spaghetti Junction coming out of there. What the hell's all these? We cut off that section and lost 7 bends.
Yeah. I mean, the flow. I mean, I can't believe how much. And it seems
how much of a difference
because it's coming out. It's coming out of the same pipe as it was going in. But the water seems to be a lot more sharper coming back out to the pond now, and it's putting a lot more flow into the water.
It causes a reaction.
Skeggy said, who's growing question? I missed it. It was Mike KH's or Mike Bordeaux's. Every one of his fish, mate, all gone. Yeah, go to the know.
It's been hard. It's been a hard slog. It's
been a shit year, mate. And 100%. But trust me, bud, we'll get you through it. 100%.
We will.
And we'll make sure you're sorted one way or other. Whether or not I come over there and stop at night, if we have to do, I will do.
Yeah.
Hotel Cross Road. Go for a cheeky pint.
Yeah. Plus, what's it called? The chipper. The famous chipper.
What we can do is we can come over if it's a big session and a big deal. We can stop over. We can.
I'll go and book myself into the
chip face. We can stag it chippy for some takeaway, and we can walk down beachfront on the way back to house. How about that?
We can get shit faced and stay at that hotel, the big posh castle.
Yeah.
Lord and lady.
Yeah, good.
Ding dong.
My Coy Beginning says, problem is I haven't got anywhere to put them. That's the same.
Mike, is it okay if is there any way you can
I'm not looking at that face with my dog. Did you hear him just howl again?
yeah, what's it called? Is there any way we can get in contact with him somehow?
Even just a cheap paddling pool, mate. Just
because we could give him.
There's got a great big patio, mate, and a paddling pool costs 50 quid. Take it out. Cheap filtration system. Sure, you've got some of your old gear. Wang it in. Chuck it in. Get it out of that pond.
Like I said, because we copied off something off Davey did, and he put topical treatment straight to the infected areas, didn't he?
Yeah, that was neat PP. That's probably well worth a try. He tried that, mate. It worked really well. That did cure. Yeah. In fact, on Mike's same fish, we put it on some of the, just for a bit of experiment, we put it on some neat cat pox. We put neat PP just in a dabbed paste, which is, we got it from, you're right, 100% from Black Country Koi, wasn't it?
Yes.
We got it off of him. We did it, same thing. and it cured them. It cleared them small little patches up like that straight. I mean, it turns it into a brown, horrible looking mark, but it cured it and cleaned it up instantly straight away.
Yeah, because just have to talk to him direct about we could do different what we did.
But when the marks are tiny, when they're small, it's so much easier to treat it topically.
Yes.
When it gets bigger and gets into the flesh, that's difficult, and that is touch and go.
Definitely. I mean, I'll say it. That ain't nothing, mate. It's bacteria. Oh, definitely 100% bacterial.
That is classic. Yeah. Starts on the chin. The next thing is on the underside of the chin normally.
I mean, I'm not one for euthanizing fish or meat, but that blackfish, realistically,
that looks like it could be scales that have gone though. Like it would have had scales down the lateral line, doesn't it? Sorry,
that's bacteria. That is me, 100%. 100%. I mean, me personally, if you could find something to put them into, because you've got, like I said last week, you've got some cracking fish. You rather save the many than the few.
And in a smaller pool, it's easy to treat with meds as well. Because it's not costing you to treat the whole pool.
Yeah.
You can put a higher dose
smaller body of water and treat them in that. Same thing, because he's going through the same thing. He's treating fish after fish after fish after fish. Week in, week out, it becomes more and more fish that are getting infected.
Yes.
I think you're either got one or two choices. You're either got to bite the bullet and say, shit to it, everything that's got it, I'm getting rid of.
Yeah.
It's not nice to do.
No, but
it's
effective.
Cull a few to save the men.
Yeah, that's what I meant, yeah. Yeah.
Black Rose Coy says, can I ask you all one thing? I've made an 8 foot by 8 foot pond, 4 foot deep. How many koi can you put in a pond? You can put as many koi in there that your filtration is capable of dealing with, mate.
Yeah, it depends on the size of the koi as well.
Depends on the size of your fish. There is a formula to it, isn't there? There is a formula to work it out. But as many other people have answered underneath there, Dave with a thumbs up, and Black Rose, depends on your filtration. The better you filter, mate, the more you can have, but obviously within reason. I mean, I've got quite a lot of mine, but the filter does keep up to it, and everything's hunky-dory so far.
Thing is,
mine aren't massive fish.
Don't put them all in one go.
Yeah.
Just
slowly increase your numbers.
But not this time of year.
If you build the filter up as well, the bacteria in the filter.
Yeah. If you're new to koi keeping, don't be adding any fish this time of year now. It's too late.
Irish Geordie Koi says, hi Martin, you in the koi bar fella, having a cheeky pong. I hope he is. That'd be cool, watching us on widescreen. Sweet. Sharpie's Pond says, hi Martin, you in the koi bar? Canon lenses and cameras says, hello my buddies.
How you doing, mate?
Evening, mate.
Martin's Koi Pond and Garden says, no mate, I'm in the night. I'm on the night shift, but been doing some in there today. Sweet. Nipping Koi says, we had a bacterial problem last year, lost some good fish. Yeah. Sick me, mate, isn't it?
And it's sad thing is, it always seems to go for the bloody nice fish. Normally, your Sankey and Showa go first.
Yeah.
I think the more complicated the pattern is on them, the weaker they seem to be. Whereas your plain fish seem to be tougher.
Yeah, because they're more genetically stable, aren't they? They're more.
Yeah.
I think they're more down to the wild type, close to the wild type strains, aren't they?
Yeah.
The coloured fish where the Sankey, the Go Sankey are.
They've been messed about with more, haven't they, over the generations of inbreeding and.
Yeah.
What you like that one? Graham Taylor says Black Rose depends size of koi you want to put in there. Bear in mind they will grow and your filtration.
as an off-the-cuff figure, I would probably go along with 6 30 cm fish for that size and volume of water.
8 foot by 4 foot, so it's going to be,
depending on like I say, filtration. It's got a good filtration, then I think you can get away with 6 30 cm fish. Obviously not all in at once, build them up slowly.
it's a good depth. It's good depth,
Deep
though, isn't
thinking
it?
going off there, Mick. Flipping heck.
Pardon?
There's some deep thinking going on then.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I say, it's quite.
You're working out the mathematical theory there for the volume of water ratio of fish.
Yeah, like I say, it's whatever people feel comfortable about it, isn't it? Really.
Well, you'll see if your fish aren't happy, they'll tell you.
Yeah.
And if your fish start growing to big sizes, then obviously you're going to have to get rid of some, because if you've got 20 in there, they're all 80 cm. In an 8 foot by 8 foot, 4 foot deep, they just ain't going to be happy at all. You'll know about it. You'll be cleaning your filter system every 3 and 4 and 5 times a day. But all like I says, all depends what you've got as a filter, and you can start off small and work up. Start off with a few, add a few. There is a formula out there though, mate, that tells you exactly what you can have. But if majority of us listen to that, we'd only have 3 or 4 fish.
Yeah.
Sorry, Skeggy says proper deep clean Virkon S, run it through the system 2 weeks, drain the pond, leave it 4 weeks, no need to replace meter, etc.
My lord, bullshit statement of the week, because we've done all this and it still hasn't done it.
Yeah. We have cleaned it up. We have cleaned all the media, and we've put it back.
We've Virkon S'd it, we've CT'd it, we've done everything and nothing.
I know someone that gave it like 4 times the dose of Virkon, made no difference whatsoever.
Yes.
I think you put 12 tablets in. Didn't nuke it, didn't kill the bacteria. Yeah, still fish dying.
Yeah, we have given it a go already. We've done all that. Canon Lenses and Camera says, what's the news? Treasure these moments. Daz might find some gold bars, and gold always believe in yourself. You never know. Haha, Mick just froze in fear. He certainly did. Get singing, Mick. That's exactly. There you go. That's what you should have been straight on. You should have done one of your little musical numbers.
I didn't know if anybody could see me still. I was like, oh.
Yeah, you definitely could. Hello, Mick, Mike. We're still here, mate, with a wave, and then we've got Mick's like a rabbit in the headlights, panicked in it. And I'm just sat across here, just literally across there, going, watching him. Panic, froze. It wasn't just Vince. LOL, pure panic. Mick was scared on his own. He definitely crapped himself. What's going on, Mick, regarding your fish? Nothing's wrong with Mick's fish, mate. It was Mike's fish. Not Mike Bass. Mike Bordeaux, Mike KH, a.k.a. Now what's his new... Mike, what's your new one called now?
Tropical Koi.
Tropical Koi. Oh, my wife's just come in with sporting a new hairstyle. What do you think? It's very nice.
So next one it'll be lighter as well, hopefully.
They're lightening up a little bit.
Yeah.
He's just been howling on camera.
Great.
Would you like to show everyone? No, not that confident. You don't want to show everybody.
I just don't want to be on live, thank you.
Well, you technically was, just in voice, not in person. That's fine.
You're not
Shy.
using the clippers on her, have you, Gaz?
You're not like Mick, are you, Marie? Camera shy. Mick was camera shy when he was left in his own studio. Skeggy is right about the 2-inch on a retro. West Brom says, I've sent you a message, Vince. Koi Central says, you let us down, Mick. When you were on your own, you should have stole the show, mate, like a Eric Dale Winton. Yes. 4-inch bottom drains need 17,000 litres per hour flow rate to stop sediment settling. Or sediment settlement.
Yes.
Dinah Brandon lives near me. Sweet Skeggy, then you should be able to pick that young lady up. Mickey's blushing now.
Oh, I
Can you
don't.
make a profile set up yourself? You can, mate, 100%.
Nothing makes me blush, Skegger. Trust me.
We'll find something.
That's
Right.
one of the guys' channels that I've, if you haven't, click it, go jump on there and subscribe and all that shiznit. Already with you, Skegger, says Charlie Brifter. Already sub, Skegger, but if I want, I would recommend. HRP and the Ponds World, how's the roof going on? Carol Lossett, would you turn off the air completely on the retro drain for the winter, or just turn it down? I won't turn it down. I'll leave mine on solid constantly all the time throughout the winter. Mine gets it going. And it's way colder up here, Carol. If mine can handle it, yours should be fine. If you wanted to turn it down, you could reduce and save yourself some pennies, but I wouldn't personally myself. Corpy says, Skegger, you should do tea bags for a giveaway on 500. Corpy's partial to a cup of tea. Got no chance, Corpy. We're off to Canterbury for shortbread.
That's not way for biscuit.
Early next year. Long way for a biscuit, isn't it?
Shouldn't that be short break?
A short break, I think, yeah. Early next year. It's worthwhile going to Whitstable to get some of the oyster shells. How useful are they in your pond? Well, apparently,
Very. Yeah.
oyster shells supposed to.
Break down
pH?
It's a KH. Puts KH back in your water.
No, that's worth thinking about, Mr. Mike, and for me, because we seem to lose our KH quite a bit. That's well worth having a look into then. Peter's Puddles, Koi and Goldfish. Evening, guys. Been on a while, working late. Means I miss loads, but on holiday for on holiday for the next 9 days. Sweet. Swing by, mate, if you want. Let me know.
Mike lives next to the sea. Can't you go and get some off the beach?
I don't think they flush up that often on that beach, mate.
Do they not?
Well, the last time it was just sand for miles and odd bricks.
You might have to go snorkeling for some then.
Skeggy says 17,000k litres on 35k pump at 50%, 120 watts. Paul says stop rubbing it in, Peter. Another link for Mad Dog's channel there. Corpet. God. What war between Tetley's, Typhoon and Yorkshire?
There's only one cup of tea, and it ain't bloody Tetley or Typhoon.
PG tip.
PG tips?
No.
Yorkshire tea.
Yorkshire tea's the best, man. What's wrong with
No, too strong.
That's
Yorkshire
what
tea.
real men drink.
No. That just strips the insides out of you. It's not good for you. You'll have a stomach like an handbag.
Busy Bee says his comments on other channels are being blocked. All his videos have been demonetized, and he's getting copyright blocks on loads of his channel.
Oh, that's not on. Somebody's acting then.
That sounds like a personal attack. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. How the hell's that happening though? That's got to be some that's hacked his channel, then, aren't there? Somebody's got to have definitely got to be something dodgy going on there.
Yeah.
He says, Carol, I turn my hair off totally. Sharpie says, well, if you're doing shout outs, I'm chasing. Yeah, we've done that.
Yeah, we got you there, mate.
We got you there. Apart from the moving bed. Busy Bee says, and some of his back catalogues have been deleted. Oh, shit. I hope he's got them backed up. If not, then that's crap. Only PG tips, Skegger. Copy says.
Yeah.
Yes.
See what I mean, Copy?
Obviously a connoisseur.
How could a pond be changed from existing 4-inch bottom drain and pipework to 3-inch without ripping the pond to bits. Drop the, my God, you'd have to take out your bottom drain. And you could run your 3-inch pipe on the inside of your 4-inch pipe up to the point where your joints are, and then you'd have to separate them and mess around to rejoin them all. But yeah, that would be it. That'd be a bastard of a job, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah. Don't call us for that one.
There are some companies that can reline. You could get your pipework relined, and what they do is they do it for concrete or terracotta pipes, don't they?
Yeah.
You run a drain pipe through it,
Injection molded, isn't it?
and then they run like a tube through it, don't they?
Yeah.
And then they fill that up with air to a certain size, and then they fill all the void with something else.
Yeah.
Seen it doing.
Like injection molding, isn't it? They pump a thing like a cement type of mixture through it.
Yeah.
But it's rapid setting though, whatever it is, it's really rapid, fast setting. I don't know if you could do that, mate, but I won't imagine that'd be cheap. But relining of your drain, maybe. Another channel there, and it doesn't say whose it is. I'm sorry, I apologise. Might be, if the last one was Mad Dogs, that could be Carol's.
So, losses, yeah.
Do us a huge favour, guys. Swing round. Let's see what Carol's up to. See if she's got an influx. Yes, 279 from 228 to 279. Is that right?
For something like that, yeah.
Jesus. There you go, Carol. That got you a fair few subscribers. Thank you very much, guys. That's really good of you. She'll be chuffed to bits for that. Paul says, come on, everyone, subscribe to and get Gaz to the 1,000 mark. It would be appreciated. Irish Jody Coy says, yes, eventually I plan to oversize the pumps and run them around 0.5%. Also add underwater returns and not really only on the big waterfall. I love the project in the back garden, so something to look at. Oh, sorry, something to look forward to next year, hopefully. Sweet. Sounds like you're going to be busy, mate. That'll be something to watch. Alan T says, koi delivery tomorrow for a winter grow.
Oh, is it going in heated or is it going straight in your pond?
Must be heated.
Yeah, for a winter grow, it's got to be going heated.
Yeah.
Carol says, catch up with the rest of the live tomorrow. Thanks, guys and girls. Hopefully, when she catches up tomorrow and she sees that she's just gone from 228 to 279, she'll be happy.
Brilliant.
Take care, Carol. If you've already gone, we'll see you on the next one. Skeggy says, how much flow on a 4-inch pipe? About 10,000
litres.
1,000 litres a minute. It will take. Sharpie says, thanks, guys. Gary, 5-inch, 3-inch reducer. Sharpie's Pond World sub to you, mate, from Charlie Biff to Brown. I'm already sub, just rung the bell though. You got to remember to ring that bell, otherwise you don't know when you got something new to watch. Skeggy says 4-inch to 3-inch, legend. YouTube channel, again, that one might be Carol's then. I don't know. Can't remember who was the last one that I shared. It's somebody's. Anyway, subscribe to him. It'd be definitely worth it. Lovely lady is Carol, 100%, mate. It is. And I really love to see her getting involved and having a go and doing it. And why the hell not?
Hey, she come up to us. We shouted hello to her. She come running over, didn't she, at the show?
Yeah. She even brought me some treats for me, our Sonny as well, didn't she, Mick?
Yeah, she did.
Lovely lady. It was lovely to have a chat with her when we saw her. That was at the Newark show, wasn't it? The Newark show. Yeah. Skeggy says, been subscribed to Carol forever. Me too, mate. Done with a wave. Carol, subbed Carol. Why Carol lovely is why Carol's lovely. Is she special? What does she do? No bed. She's a lady, female YouTuber. That's what she does, mate. Why is she special? She's not special. She's a lady YouTuber, and there are very few of them. And I think that
in the koi
a lady of a maturity, that the fact that she's still out there and having a go at doing some of these modern day. I mean, my mum and dad don't even know how to send a text. Well, they do, but God damn it, it took us a long time to get there. and Carol's out there. She's having a go, and she's having a go at doing the channel. I think that's brilliant, and I do think that's kind of special. That a lady such as herself is out there doing it and having a go. And good on her. That's what I say. Life around the koi pond. I think I'll always be on 78 subscribers. It's hard to keep up with the video making when I'm working 7 days a week now. That's the thing, mate. Yeah. If you're working 7 days a week, you have very little time, because when you do get home, it's pitch black, isn't it? It's this time of year, mate. Most channels start to slow down at this time of year, 100%. Martin, with a wink. Retro bottom drains don't need purging. Yeah. Cost an extra 500 to have it built in a house. You can watch the build on my channel. Yeah, I'm going to watch. That's what we started watching. I didn't, we are, or we will be. 100%. Yeah, we have. We watched the first one, didn't we? Yeah. Pretty impressed with the battery-powered silicon.
One.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah. Mad Dog's got one. Just puts like a quarter straw battery.
Yeah.
But it gives you constant flow. Brilliant.
Sharpie says life around the koi pond now 79, mate. There you go. Poor
hydrochloric acid down the pipe.
Down the pipes, it will break it down.
It will, yeah.
It will, yeah. Certain pipes it breaks the pipe down too. Amanda Blacksheed, budget pond keeper. Evening all. Hope you're all well. Won't be able to join at 5 a.m. start Friday, but we'll watch back later. Have a good one, mate.
Thank you, Amanda.
Evening. Really on that one, mate. Skeggy says, no. I know, mate. Dog thinking, why is Gaz talking to himself? Alden Reaper says, evening. How you doing, Jack? To Mike KH, I guess it would be, mate. Cheers, Sharpies Pond World with a thumbs up. Hi, Jack, with a wave. Evening, Jack from Amanda Black Shield. Skeggy with a Jack. I've got a paddling pool here you can borrow. Neat PP was my discovery. Yeah, it does work, Skeg. Sweet.
Yeah.
Here's Coy says, evening, Jack. Irish Johnny Coy says, good evening, Jack, lad, with a thumbs up. Coy Karma says, double thumbs up. Hi, Jack. Neat. Been neat PP for years or peroxide. Yeah. Yeah, but on this particular bacteria that's floating about, yeah. 3 inch to 1,000 litres inferior, I think, says Paul. 3 inch to 1,000 litres, so I said I should have 75 inches of fish. Oh well, I've got 2 80 cm fish with about 100 others.
Hundreds of others.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. If you go with the theory of what it is, inches to the size of your fish,
you'd never have nothing in there.
Everybody have about 2 or 3 fish, that'd be it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Would you add a bottom drain to a paddling pool as a treatment pool?
Yeah, why not?
You can do, Jamie.
Yeah.
If you had a retro bottom drain, mine.
Yeah.
When I do build my bigger pond, mine will be putting in that bottom drain 100%. I've got 3 new coil last Saturday. Now put 2 filters on. Type of filter system are you running, mate? But what filters is the question? 1 year now? I could sit here and do this all night long. I can't. I'm miles behind. Absolutely miles behind.
But yeah, this is a very good one, because this guy can grow fish in a puddle. I don't know how he does it.
Then how do you explain 80 plus koi in 130 gallons and the growth rate was hampered at all? Yeah, well,
it wasn't, mate. They were big.
Yeah. I must admit, I was staggered by the growth you're getting out of those fish bins in the volume of water you've got.
I know how he did it. It's a secret ingredients, Vince.
Steroids.
Secret tip for me, mate. I won't let slip. So, Mick, didn't want to get into the pond and put the bottom drains in. Technically, Jeff were going to jump in, but if he got
Yeah.
his
Couldn't
budget.
find his speedos, could he?
Yeah,
No,
that's it.
you would smugglers. Yeah.
And actually, Jeff and Daz came up with a very good idea of lowering it in on a piece of string at either side, which meant nobody had to get in. And as Skeggy says, didn't have to get in the pond to fit the bottom drains. Yeah, we didn't. Mick, not bullshit. Dr. Paula Reynolds' advice, and it will kill KHV. Okay, if you're talking Virkon tablets, you're talking Virkon Aquatics. I'm talking Virkon S, the sheep dip one.
Yeah.
Right.
That's strong
Right.
stuff.
That's the stuff for putting in for a total annihilation and a full-on clean out then, yeah?
Yeah,
That makes sense,
yeah,
mate.
that makes sense. Yeah.
The Balding Reefer says, why not send off a swab for £50? We'll tell you exactly what bacteria and correct antibiotics, all water sources.
The problem is getting
the antibiotics. Where are you going to get it from?
The thing is,
go to aquatic antibiotic, and it's like
you can't get it.
It's just impossible to get hold of.
Yeah,
no vets will give it you around here anyway.
You've got to have a prescription to get it from a vet.
Yeah,
and then the vets, well, they don't want to know anything as soon as you mention fish.
The Atfield got a prescription from Dr. Paula Reynolds, and nobody would give it him.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he got it in the end, but with the videos I was watching,
my daughter, she uses it for hamsters occasionally, and they just couldn't get it for love nor money. There was Emracare, which is a replacement for Baytril, but that works for animals, but not for fish. So yeah, we're screwed basically on that side.
Yeah.
Bacterial swab test is now £95 with Paula, and you've got to get it there within.
It's a bit light, yeah.
And you've got to get
You've got to get it there. You've got to get it there within so many hours as well, haven't you?
Exactly.
Or otherwise, it's dead before the test.
Yeah.
I think there's a time scale to get it there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Tony Barker says, "Well said, Mr. Reefer," with a thumbs up. Yeah. Well, if your local vets deal with aquatics and reptiles, not all vets do. So you might have to pay somebody further afield to come, which is obviously going to be more of a charge. And then again, like some people say, if you get given a prescription for it, they're going to want to treat it. I mean, I'll give you an example, right? My dog busted his leg. Cost me $2,500 to have a metal plate put in his leg. 20 fish to be vaccinated and treated with antibiotic, well, whatever it is, antibacterial treatment. Antibiotic treatments, injections, one a day every day for 5 days. Yeah. We're talking about putting $6,000 and $7,000 worth of treatment into fish that are grow-ups. You know, we're talking a hell of a lot of money for not that much. Well, I suppose in the grand scheme of things, I don't know, if you've got some real top-notch quality fish, I can see you doing it. But your average koi keeper that's running a small little pond in his back garden, pockets ain't all that deep, especially when they're in his situation. Oyster shells. Oyster shells at the water because more acid it devolves the shells and the buffers the KH. That's I'm going to look into getting some of that then.
Yeah.
Oh, what a stupid! That's going to be the silliest thing. Yorkshire tea is from India. You take that back, Paul. It's produced in Harrogate.
Yeah, well, you don't see any
the tea leaves might come from India. But Yorkshire tea. Don't steal us thunder, man. It's Yorkshire tea. Yorkshire tea from Yorkshire, man. Typical Yorkshireman selling us downriver. I have oyster shells in round the pond, but for the shells to dissolve, the water has to be acidic in the first place to react. Better using bicarb.
Yeah, bicarb's faster.
That's what I do, mate.
But it's a good buffer to keep in your filter system.
Busy Bee says, no, it was an issue with YouTube, apparently, but it looks like they are fixing it. But all the ones that are on his back roll, they're gone, aren't they? Well, unless they've got them backed up. Let's hope they have. I hope they have, for his sake. I'll settle the tea argument, Twining's breakfast. I got to agree. That's a nice tea. Definitely is.
Breakfast tea is an every all day tea. Come on, people with etiquette, man. Breakfast
The
tea
tea
is
doesn't know,
breakfast.
but it's not breakfast.
Earl Grey.
Earl Grey. Earl Grey is a nice tea too.
Yeah, but
Do quite like an Earl Grey.
Yeah.
they have different teas for different times. But my good man, bloody hell. I thought you was a etiquette gnome.
Lemon tea?
Oh no, green tea. Now green tea is lovely. With a little
Kai
bit
Cameron said-
of lime,
He's
Tea.
not supposed to be leaves.
a bit of lemon.
That's just leaves.
Guy Cameron says that he drinks English breakfast tea.
It's southern pansy stuff, though, isn't it?
Oh, I bet you drink bloody chamomile, Mick.
Oh no, Yorkshire
Daisy
tea.
tea.
That's the only thing. I drink sludge. I drink sludge.
With pond water.
That's it. That's why I'm texting it. That's why I grow ears on my chest.
He says, I think he's on about just reducing the 4-inch to 3-inch, not relining it. Yeah. But I don't drink tea, it makes me throw up.
Wow.
Great support, all pushing 400, but time will tell. It's Kai. Let's have a look. How far are you off, mate? Let's see. I've just seen there, Jack. You've put, if it's for Mike, bell me. They're all dead, mate. It's too late.
Yeah, too late.
All dead, mate. Already too late, bud. Where am I? Who were I looking for then? What did I just say? Sorry. Go to channel. 83 you're on at a minute, mate. Let's see if we can get you up to.
Let's see if I'm subscribed.
A stupid little note come up on my thing then. Paste that in there. Post that in there. Sorry. Trying to look around my camera. That's it's Coy's channel, guys. If you can swing by, he's at present on 83 and he's aiming for the 100. There should be enough for 65 as an idiot to get him up there. Let's see if we can. Need to hit that like button, guys. Yep, that would be appreciated. Copies said night carol. Coy Karma says night carol. Coffee for me, can't stand tea from Jamie. None of that coffee machine rubbish. It's straight out the jar kind of guy.
Yeah.
Lisa says she's just subbed. Hello, Jack from Corpet.
Just a minute.
Coy Central guy says, guys, I've got to go. The wife's I've got to go. The wife's just called me for a taxi from work. He's taking liabilities or what? Anyway, thanks, guys. Live's been a pleasure. I'll definitely be back when work allows. Nice one, mate. Thank you very much, Matt.
Thank you very much, mate.
Skeggy says, going for a nap till Gaz catches up. I know, mate. You could do as well, Skeggy. Skeggy. Vince goes, but Vince uses grow fast. He shows miracle grow. I'm sure it is. Fingers crossed for Adam by a trip. If not, then I'll hope to see you all in the next show, mate. It's shows next year. 20 plus Corey in an IBC tank and 30 CM in 9 months.
They lock together.
From Fry. Alan D says heated from Central Heating from Exchanger. Made it myself for stainless steel, about 18 years ago. Sweet. I've tried 20 vats and not one with interest. However, we did get for Paul's fish. Just share the live show to everyone to go to do the with Coy on Facebook. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Can't read me. I'm struggling. If you find the membrane gets blocked on a retro bottom drain, yeah, that's the trouble with the air one, isn't it? The aerated ones. I've heard that before. If you find the membrane gets blocked on the retro-bottom drain regarding the airline air pumps with algae, use a mop or brush over the top with the retro-bottom drain to clean off the algae to clear it.
Or salt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Salt over the top of it and get a good scrub. Come off as well. I have antibiotics. Yeah, there you go, mate. After the fact, bud, unfortunately, vets are not legally obliged to deal with fish and have to be specifically licensed. Wish I'd known that months ago, Jack. LOL. At the Balding Reef, how's the koi farm bill coming on? Okay, sorry to all Yorkshire loving lads for Yorkshire tea. Yeah, there you go, mate. Too late, bud, already.
Dreams shattered.
Yorkshire tea all the way. Game changer. 100%.
Yeah.
Driving so slow replies. Alan T. Bits of coral or any seashells will do the same, but in the low pH.
That's made from calcium. Yeah.
yeah, close with bicarbonate.
PGMR shifter. Is he on about Koi Beginnings, not Mike KH? I don't know, mate. Maybe. Could be. Don't know. That's Ertz's channel. Thanks, guys, for that. My pleasure, mate. Let's see if we made a difference for you, bud. Let's give you a quick refresh. You're now up to 90. Ooh, 10 short, mate. Sweet. Let's close some of these. I've got like 500 Koi channels open up on my second monitor. But there you go, mate. You're now up to 90. You're 10 shy. Hopefully, fingers crossed. 91. There you go. Peter's Pond and Puddle and Goldfish, just subdates. And Irish Jody Koi says, waving hand, he's just subbed as well. Are we starting to catch up and get a little bit closer to the a little bit closer to the end. Thanks, Irish Jody Koi. I used to use Scotch Brite pads and got the lime scale off the retro bottom drain air membrane. Yeah. Too many mics. I agree. Nipping Koi says subbed. It's Koi says thanks all for the support. Our pleasure, mate. If we can help you, then we definitely will. Is there anybody out there that has anything they would like to discuss and have a chat about? Any topics you would like to bring up? Any questions any of you guys have for ourselves?
Anybody want to join us?
Anybody want to jump in and join us? Yeah. Let me know if you want to jump in and join us. I can stick a little. Hang about. Let's copy that. Stick that on there. Paste that in there. Anybody want to come on and have a chat? Join us and have a bit of a talk about their own pond channel and everything else. Come on and promote yourselves. Why the hell not? There's a link there. Click on that and you'll come in here. You need to have a camera. You need to have a microphone, obviously, so we can hear you. But as long as we can hear you and see you, I shall bring you in to come and have a chat with us.
Yeah.
We could do a little bit of interval music.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Just so I can keep an eye on his lip.
Come on, Mike. Get in there. Come on, Mike. Let's have you. Pete says, Salt Pond got a load of foam and pond added bicarb too, as the KH was low, still showing white spots on a couple of the fish. Hopefully, fingers crossed, mate, that salt should start to do some good for them. Mine did go frothy too, mate. So did another one of our friends who put some salt in his. It tends to do a little bit. You can get a pond defoamer that you can
foam away.
If you want aquatics, mate, they sell it. It's relatively cheap, and you'll only need to use the treatment probably once, and it'll be gone, done.
Yeah.
Or
some what's it called? Or some pure alcohol. Spray that on the surface of the water. That would take it away as well.
Yeah, it will do. Yeah, exactly the same as what they do when they're showing fish.
Yes.
Quick question, Mick, about not koi related. This isn't. A friend of the wife's just bought some platies. Put them in the tank. and they got white spot. Is that temperature?
Yes.
Because you did the same thing before. You put them, didn't even put a heater in. Just thought you could just keep them in a tank in the house and they'd be fine. No,
you can't.
White spot.
You can't. Not platters. You can't. Any majority of the Danio species you can keep in cooler waters, but when it comes to guppies, things like guppies can survive outside, but it's a little bit hit and miss. Platters, they do need to be warmer.
Right.
On the warmer side.
I thought that's what it was.
Platies can go a little lower, can't they, Mick? But not a
Yes.
lot lower. Well,
Not-
most platies can.
See,
But
these-
not
well,
24,
internal
23,
temperatures.
24.
Yeah, 23,
Yeah,
24.
they do like to be. They do like to be around the 77, 78 mark, I would say.
These would have gone from 25 degrees to like 12, 15 degrees probably.
Oh no, definitely not.
Oh,
They can all-
No.
Oh.
No, they
No,
need to, they need to
I mean,
get, if you
guppies-
eat the temperature now up to, I'd say probably about 30, white spot can't survive on fish on over temperatures of 30, I believe it is. I'm not 100%.
right. Yeah, we're reading that somewhere. Yeah. Yeah.
Cat guppies, same as like white cloud mountain minnows, they can go,
They could go cool,
but not cold.
but not cold. I mean, people put them out in tubs. It's called summer tubbing and stuff like that. They can, but it all depends what temperatures have come out of. If they've come out of warmer temperatures like these have, you put them outside, they would cark it.
You'd have to chill them and cool them, wouldn't you? To tub them for summer, even never mind.
Yeah,
You know, from inside a pond. Sorry, a tank. Yeah. 100%.
But like I say, from them coming from a store, then going to really cool temperatures, they won't.
Mike's Mick's favourite topics. So while you have a little tropical talk,
Yeah. The fish stores told him that they don't need a heater. You can almost keep them outside. They're really trouble-free. They're dead easy to keep. And no. And now he's wondering why they keep dying. The last batch he bought, they're all in the freezer waiting to be disposed of. so they're nice and cool.
So who is it? I know the person.
You don't know him. No. He's Estelle's boss.
Oh, right. No. You need to put an eater in there. He definitely needs to. He needs an eater between 24 and 27, something like that. They'll be okay in that temperature.
Yeah.
But another thing, how long's this tank been cycling?
I have no idea. I don't even think he knows what.
Because people think flatties and mollies, you can just. I mean, people do dump them in and it's successful.
Yeah, sometimes people get lucky with it, get away with it, don't they? But
it's like I'm looking for some pure blacks, mollies or platties, and what's it called? I found a supply now, so I'm going to try to get some. But like I say, I need to make sure these tanks are spot on because they think, oh, it's a live beer, they can go for anything, but they can't. No, like I say, it's just one of the things that definitely needs to eat in the tank.
Yeah, I'm trying not to get involved in it personally. Keeps asking me, have you got any white spot treatment? Well, I've got some for koi, but I don't think it'll work on tropicals.
Well, I've got some here.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the white spot isn't really the issue. It's the temperature, isn't it? I mean, he's got to get rid of the white spot.
They can adapt to it, but
yeah, slowly though. He's just like dump straight in.
Oh no. Like I say, I'll tell you the name of the stuff that you need. It's what's it called? It's wormerdirect.com. It's a anti-wormer, anti-white spot on fungus.
Oh yeah, is that a Kasiri one?
Yeah, it is a Kasiri based one. Yeah, white spot on fungus. But like I say, live beers are quite prone to getting negative temperature fluctuations anyway.
Yeah.
But no, like I say, Plex and like most like bottom feeders, they seem to be a little bit more hardier. against that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Somebody's messaging me.
It's winding you up, mate.
Somebody's asking about blackbeard algae in the blackbeard algae on. Oh, has the person just put new pieces of bogwood in the tank? Because blackbeard algae does seem to happen when you first set the tank up. It goes through the biological cycle where it goes like a white jelly film all over it. Cheers. And then you end up
perfect. The hand blocked it.
Sorry.
Yeah. So who is it? Who's asking about blackbeard algae, guys? Can you see?
The blackbeard with a red Santa suit.
No. No. It's something called blackbeard algae. It basically it grows on bogwood and stuff. It's Coy.
No.
It's Coy asking about it, isn't it?
Oh, right.
Yeah, but no. If he's got any plex, has he got any plex in there? Because they'll eat it, but like I say, it's just unsightly in the tank. So I'm trying to think of what.
I thought it was a wind-up. I've never heard of blackbeard algae before.
Oh no, blackbeard algae. Yeah. It's basically a new tank. If you get a new tank set up and you put bogwood. I used to get it on bogwood all the time. But it does go.
That's what Jeff's got on it.
I was just thinking that's what Jeff's got.
Yeah. Oh, basically new pieces of bogwood. It's a right get for it.
Mm.
But like I say, the what's it called? The plex and stuff will eat it, but it just looks a bit unsightly.
Well, I asked people if they got anything they wanted to talk about, and Paul's put how to curb electric bills question. Is solar an option?
If you got
if solar is an option, but you need some pretty deep pockets to buy it and install it. If you're not capable of doing it yourself, it ain't cheap at all. No. And then there's all the rest of it, how much you have to pay. Oh, Amster's coming through. There's all the so much you have to. Yeah, I don't know enough about it to comment on it, mate. To be fair, but I would imagine it would make a difference
if you could get second-hand solar panels and you've got the know-how to wire it up yourself and save yourself a decent chunk of change. It might be an option, but I don't know. It's beyond me. That is.
It's a cheap. No. You'd have to lay out first, which would be an expensive cost before you start. I mean,
the biggest outlay is the batteries, isn't it? I mean, you can't. I imagine you can't buy decent second-hand batteries because no one's going to get rid of them if they're any good.
As Colin just said, there he sent me a message. Having sunshine at the start.
Yeah,
this one we might be able to put a little bit on. Game changer. If you have your pump on your shelf halfway up your pond attached to a retrofit bottom drain, does that mean if the pipe breaks or leaks, it won't empty your pond if you're not confident wiring a pump float switch? Mate, I have a video on my channel that's the simplest how to install and wire up a float switch. It's a piece of piss, mate. It couldn't be any easier. It couldn't be made any more simpler. I do repeat myself a hell of a lot of times in it, but it is relatively simple. And if you're not confident, I'm pretty sure you know. So it's as easy as wiring a plug. It's as simple as that. But yes, if your pump was at mid-water level, you're sucking from the bottom. So your pump would still continue to suck from the bottom of your pond where your retro's fitted. So you would continue to empty your pond right down to the very bottom. But no matter where your pump is, it sucks from the point of entrance for the water is at the bottom drain, which is at the bottom of your pond. It would completely empty your pond. Regardless where you put your pump's just the point of power shifting the water from A to B filter system. It would suck it from the bottom of your pond. Right to the point where it gets to the retro bottom drains have a little air valve on the top. And once it hits that air valve, it sucks in water, then it'll burn your pump out. So there you go. That's my take on that. I'm pretty sure I'm right with that. Mike Bass, you're right. Too many mics. Changing my name to Gaz. No, because you got too many Gazers, and if you become a Gaz, that would be confusing. We'll have a new YouTube tomorrow night about heating. Next week, mate. Sorry. Peter's puddle, koi and goldfish. LOL. No, LOL. Naked in bed, not a pretty sight. Is that Pete? Is that eye bleach? No thanks. Gaz, are you on WhatsApp? It would be a bit of a struggle for me to get down to you on the Adam Buyer day out, but if you can WhatsApp some of the fish to buy, 100%, mate. I'm on WhatsApp, and we can do that. And 100%. I might, if I've got a good enough signal, I might even
go live. Go live
as well as doing some recording while we're down there, providing that's okay with Adam. I don't know if it would be, but we'd have to check and make sure if we're cool with that. Then I don't think there'll be an issue, mate. We will be WhatsApping and doing some live video link ups for some of the people that can't get there, that can't travel down. That's within our group, mate, 100%. So I ain't got a problem with doing it for somebody else. Not a problem. And yes, I am. Skeggy says, "Hello, Mike. So as long as it's not Daz." Country Koi bloke, David Koi. I've been here. I've been good. How about you? It's Koi says, "Evening, David lad. Deform with a cream cracker and the fish love them. Deform." Deform with a cream cracker and the fish love them. Skeggy, you get me every time, man. Nip and Koi says, "Dave, I'm late. David, I hurts. You okay, fella?" David with a thumbs up. Been scoffing, Nige. Have you been? Was that tonight? That big massive meal where you're fending for yourself, mate? That looked good. That I could have smashed that too. That looked very nice. If that was tonight. Amanda Smith says, "Hi all. Building a grow-on pond out of breeze blocks. Would you skim and G4 it or fiberglass, please?" Would you skim G4? G4.
G4 paint. Then G4. Is that paint? Is that paint stuff?
No. All you need is a hairline crack and that's it. It's pissing water out, isn't it? It moves slightly.
By skim, do you mean a proper rendered skim, which is a good 3/4 of an inch and a half thick in it, a proper render?
Yeah.
And then G4 in it.
I would go liner or fiberglass.
If you can afford the fiberglass, because rendering ain't all that easy.
No.
And then
falling off. You know what you're doing.
It does always tend to look like 3 to 4 years down the line, you're going to patch crack and it fails, doesn't it? So if you can do it, add fiberglass. If you can't afford fiberglass, Boxwell liner.
Yeah.
If you can't afford a Boxwell liner.
No.
Nice.
I've got another thing talking about liners.
Go on then, Mick.
The Japanese village is being destroyed.
Is it?
Yes. And it's being turned back into a quarantine pond.
That's not a bad idea, Mick. Yeah.
Well, it were, but I was only running it off a little shitty filter last time, little pressurized filter.
What about the villagers?
I'll have to relocate them.
They've been relocated.
Oh, damn, they've been through all that flooding in the last 2 weeks, and now you're just going to evict them all.
Still, of the thing, it's like,
they've built all the houses on stilts now. They've raised it up. Rose to the challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, for everyone's wondering what Mick's talking about. He's got a little kind of
rock garden.
It was a rock garden. It was a pool.
It was a koi pond. It was a koi pond.
Sleeper koi pond kind of thing. Still got the liner in, decided to landscape it all. Well, you
Although-
didn't do it very well, mate, because it's all
No.
flooded now. And the little sort of like diorama, like a village that you've constructed there, it's all been underwater.
Yeah,
It's a good idea, though, that.
Yeah,
Turn it into
it's
a
a good
quarantine
idea.
pond.
yeah. So I might need the GKP boys to come and help me dig it all out, and
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
we're going
no,
on another day trip.
yeah. But like I say, it's only going to cost cheap liner.
Yeah.
30 quid, something like
Mick, I'm getting a roll of black building polythene for my mum's conservatory.
Oh,
Use some
biscuit.
of that. Yeah.
That proper
use some of
big
that.
stuff.
I mean, it's not UV stabilized, but
that.
for the time being, it'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but after about
I bet-
12 months, 2 years,
I may as
it
well put
cracks,
some.
doesn't it?
I may as well put a liner in there. Cheap
Yeah.
liner.
Did you read that message then? Carl just said, for sake, Mick, took me ages to fill that. That was enough, isn't it? I agree, mate.
Yeah.
Agree, Skeggy, cream cracker on the pond, works like magic to deform the pond. Sweet. There you go.
What
Pete,
do you do to your
took a cream
insides then?
cracker on
Cream
there.
crackers?
And the fish can eat it afterwards.
Is that where the saying comes from? When you feel cream crackered?
Before fall.
Yeah.
Black Country Koi says, I've been your Skeggy. Lisa Leach says, my guppies indoors don't have heat on at all. But if outside, then yes, I guess would need heat. Bubble and Finn said, various platies can be kept at normal room temperatures around 20 to 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
agree
don't
with
think
that.
it's 22 chap's house.
No.
I don't think he has the heating on.
Yeah.
Edward Guppy says, I don't get white spot. That's good. G4 can fail over time. I would fiberglass from Paul.
Yeah.
Martin's Koi Pond and Garden says, Gaz, think the way you help other channels grow is great for the koi community. Top bloke, if I may say so myself. Thank you very much, Martin. I appreciate that, mate. At the end of the day, people have done it for me. And it's a case of you do unto others as do unto yourself. It's Koi. Mike, I've been trying to battle the black beard algae in one of my tanks.
Yeah. It's what's it called, mate? It will be, if like I say,
Is there any fix that
is it relatively new? Tank, I'd say probably within the last 6 months.
I have a question for you, and I don't know. I'm not saying you should. So this is a disclaimer straight away. So don't do it, anybody out there.
But you're
Yeah.
gonna say bleach it before you put it in.
Well, I know that works 100%.
Yeah.
I take all my plants out of my pond, out of my tropical tank. I dip them in bleach. I give them a gentle wipe back. I give them a real good rinse off. Put them back in tank. 2 days later, all the algae is gone.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is, can you remove algae from a tropical tank by using blanket answer? Can it be used with tropicals?
I don't see why not.
It's
It's a natural break. It's a natural enzyme, so I can't see why not.
Can you use? Has anybody tried?
I can't see why not. I can't see why not. Seriously,
Oh,
like I say,
that's-
Just have a look at my treasure. See if it's dissolved. If there's anything left of it.
Well, Naz gets to find out tomorrow morning if you can retire or not.
Yeah, it'll be the size of a half-pence piece.
yeah. What's it called, Paul? You probably have
Paul said he's had 20 guppies die.
probably over exhaustion by the males, or it'd be guppy disease. A number of die off that size die
Oh,
off.
hang about. There you go. In the same tank as my Corys, temp around 18 degrees. That's why they died, mate.
Yeah.
Too cold, bud.
I mean,
Too cold. That's way too cold for corridors.
What core is it?
Corridors should be in a.
No, there are some cold. There are some cooler corridors, but if he says bronze or anything like that, that's too cold.
Yeah, they should be between 26 and 28.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, they can be up to 20. Can go down to 24, up to say 30. But some corridors don't like it hot. They are.
Yeah, a lot of them get stressed with it, though, don't they?
Yeah, but the core is what Paul would have, they won't be cold water cores. They'll be tropical. That's not even tropical.
Pete says he'll try a cracker tomorrow. Mike KH, do us a favour, run outside and run a wang a cream cracker on pond. Let me know if it works. For thanks. It's Coy. No, the wood has been in there for a few months. Now,
Yeah, so-
if it's somewhere that you can take out the wood and you can put it into if you can put it into a tub, soak it in a bit of bleach, give it a good rinse off. You don't have to leave it in there long. Bleach it off, rinse it back, put it back in your tank. 2 days, mate, it'll be gone. It'll be dead.
Yeah, or if you don't want to put bleach on it, mate, just tip cooking salt all over it. That will kill it.
Yeah, and then rinse it off. That'll kill it off too.
Yeah, or get a knife, scrape it off back to the bare wood if it's on the wood, and it won't come back.
And he says he's going to get some Bristol Nose soon as well.
Right, so I guess he's in it Hertfordshire, is it? Will it be in Hertfordshire? But like I said, if you want some Bristol Nose, mate, and if you ever come around the Nottingham area, I'll give you my address and you can come and get some for now.
Pete says he followed my float diagram, mate. Mine works all right. A treat. Saved my pond because he's actually did switch off when it was put to test. Game Changer says, brilliant, thank you, guys. I will check out your video on the float switch. It's one of the earlier ones, mate, but it is down in there, and it's all even where you can get your float switch from, and all the bits that I got, and everything that I use. It's all there, mate. Amanda Smith, Danny's Koi channel on here is just in stock. Yeah, he is.
Yes.
Yeah. Second-hand, well worth a watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is. I need to watch I've watched the first bit. I need to keep an eye out and watch that.
I've seen the first one, him setting them up, but I've not seen him
Yeah.
finding it up and everything.
Alan T says, that's great, guys. Whoa, David. Canon lenses. Thank you, Gaz. I owe you for the inspiration for doing my last
guest live stream. Oh, did it go all right, mate?
in the photography. If not for your live stream, I would have never have done it. I mean, if I can do it, mate, anybody can, can't they? Let's face it.
How did you get on, Paul?
How did you go on?
How did you get on, mate?
Graham Taylor says, after revamping my pond, I left the float switch off, came home one Saturday lunch to find my fish swimming in a foot of water, float switch refitted that afternoon. Yeah, definitely, mate, 100%.
Yeah. I need one fitting on mine, don't I?
Yeah, I do as well.
Now you're learning advanced gibberish.
Next level.
What would you recommend to someone thinking about having a pond on a shoestring? As you know, it's very expensive.
It's not expensive, mate. You make it as expensive as you want to make it expensive.
Yeah.
You could make a pond, a nice pond, for 500 quid in your back garden, all in.
Yeah.
If you source the things from nature, go and get inspiration from nature out there. Yeah, a liner for a 4,000 litre pond, what's going to cost you about 60 quid. Digging at holes free, bit of time, bit of effort, and then a few rocks and stuff like that. You could make a nice pond for next to nothing. Yeah. I think you can, especially a more natural style in-ground pond, like Gaz's, for instance. You know what I mean?
You can make it as expensive as you want, 100%.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ponds out there that cost an absolute fortune, but a pond doesn't need to cost that. You don't have to keep koi. You can keep goldfish, the bumpkins.
Yeah.
You can have
ponds, easy, quick.
Yeah.
You can throw it up in a day easily.
I mean, me personally, I wished I went more the style of Gaz's pond, but on a larger scale. Nah, I really do, because you lose some of that feeling. Having it out the ground, I think. Where before I had it in the ground.
The fish interact a little bit better with the plants, with the natural surroundings as well. I think they feel more at home. Whereas in a box or a big round circle, they just keep swimming around. It must seem more natural to them to a degree.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
My pond wasn't expensive, mate, and my next pond build that I do to make it bigger won't be expensive.
Because you're a man of many talents, aren't you? You can do things yourself.
Well, if you can do it yourself, that makes it cheaper, obviously.
Yeah.
If you can make your own filtration system, that makes it a lot cheaper.
Check out the video again, people. If you missed out on that video, go and check out Gaz's,
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple of teething problems, but it works and does the job perfectly well. And it's certainly keeping up with the stock levels that I've got.
It's cracking, cracking filter.
Yeah.
Skeggy says, Jamie, bottom drain essential. I would definitely that would be 100%. If I were going to do it and you wanted to go without a retro bottom drain, a bottom drain, if you can afford a bottom drain, 100%. If not, definitely a retro. Don't make the mistake of not putting one in.
Oh yeah. I mean, you guys seen what my pond was debris wise on the bottom. Could have been feeding that cheaper food. It will bloody everywhere, won't it?
Colin says he's looking forward to digging my lawn up. It might not be our last as chasing you out garden with that shovel, mate. Life Brown says definitely thumbs up, Skeg. Skeggy says it's a bit close to the main pond for quarantine QT.
Fill it up yourself.
No, it's about 40 foot.
You'd have to perhaps maybe put splash guards up to stop up from being or jump guards, stop up from jumping in and over.
Oh, nothing could jump up into the main pond. But it's like 2 foot.
Amanda Smith says proper skim. Proper skim.
Yeah.
What, plaster?
Proper skim of what?
It'll be a concrete skim, won't it?
Yeah. Render.
Yeah.
Probably render, yeah.
Guppies outside, koi food.
Yeah.
Nip, I put 1 inch fry in with the guppies and they battered it. Yeah, he told us that over the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
He put one fry in with them and all the guppies kicked the crap out of it. Battered. I knew it.
Well, we know. I mean, and the guppies, what I've got, they're brutal with the females.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, 100%. My pond's being built on a shoestring. Took 2 years to complete first pond. Now on with the second build. Sweet. Kerry's Coin UK. How you doing, bud? I hope Amanda's all right, mate. Send her our love and all. Best wishes and speedy recovery, mate. Evening, guys. Hope you're all okay. Did you get my message to add me to the list for the buyer trip, mate? You might already be too late, bud. I think we're already up to his 20 number. But I will. I know you did send me the message the other day, mate. I need to tally up with yours, and if yours includes the 20, then you're already in, mate. I just need to double check how many I've got. There are some people that have left a message and said yes, they would like to, but the instruction was contact me, send me your details, send me your number, send me an email to confirm you want to go. And all those that did, I've done up to press. So I'll speak to you ASAP, mate. Life around the koi pond. Nice one, Peter, with a thumbs up. Alan T. If it's a good render coat of a good render to coat the G4, if applied right, it is a cheap way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never done it myself personally. Never seen it used. I know my dad did render a pond years and years and years ago, and within he did it, but he painted it with something. God knows what it was. But that pond lasted about 12 months and cracked.
Yeah. I mean, if you
just a goldfish pond,
paint the block work with PVA first to bond it to it, it might last a bit better.
Yeah, like I say, if you give it
straight block work, because it doesn't stick that well. You'll get a bit of delamination. You're bound to somewhere along the lines, and that's it.
I've never heard this one before. The Cory fish are semi-tropical. I've had goldfish in with them as well as at one time with platies stroke guppies.
No.
I don't think Corey's.
Corey's all
Semi-
tropical fish, mate.
They
They're
are
from
tropical.
they are from some of them are from the Amazon. So
Yeah.
so I mean, what kind of Corys have you got? Because there are some cold water species Corys, I think, but I don't. They're rare. They're not a normal thing what normal people would keep. To be honest with you.
They're all South American, aren't they, Corridorus?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Some of them may the colder tolerant ones might be more mountain species at higher elevation.
That's it. I mean, don't get me wrong. To get them to breed, you do a sudden temperature drop in the tank they're in, and they will breed the next morning.
Yeah.
It's Coy. Here I am. Devon Coy did a video on a float install. There's a few of them out there, mate. To be fair, 100%. It went on for 3 hours. I was knackered at the end of it, but it was fun, far more enjoyable than doing it on your own, talking to yourself. It's on YouTube channel if you want to watch it. Sweet.
Yeah.
I'll have to have
Watch that, mate.
on, mate.
We're going to take the piss out of it, Paul.
68. Evening, lads. Evening, bud.
Evening, mate.
Evening.
Skeggy says mine cost £1,000
Initially.
Yeah.
I'm starting my pond upgrade in January and doing the build myself.
Oh, good on you.
100%. Look forward to looking at that one. And Bay says you can put a link on for Canon lenses and cameras, please. I've just tried to find the channel and can't spot it. Bear with us 1 sec. Canon. Go to channel. And there you go. There's his channel for you. Charlie, sorry. Paul, swing by. Like, share, subscribe. Help see if we can grow his channel. 428 subscribers on that particular one at present. Graham Taylor says Darby Coy's video. Darby Coy did a video on a float switch too, providing it's not being locked. Oh, yeah, it did, yeah.
I will do, Colin.
That's bad, that, isn't it? That is. That's a lot of content potentially that could be gone for. I hope they've got it backed up for him and all that kind of carry on for him.
Yeah.
That's a bit crap that he's lost all, or potentially could have lost all that. Skeggy says, Dad, right. I thought you were calling me Dad then for a minute. Dad, I built a rendering pond bitumen painted in 1785. 1985 and was still standing 6 years ago. Bloody hell.
Wow. That's good going.
That is good going. ANC Coy said, evening. Good evening.
Evening.
Hope you're well.
Evening, AC.
From Brazil, they live in rivers.
Yeah.
Excuse me. This cough's getting worse. Driving me mad. Right then, chaps. Have you got any other topics this evening that you two would like to bring to the table?
I'd love to.
So, no.
No? Anybody else out there that's got a topic they would like to ask? Yeah, you do. Seskias, Reef and Pond. Gaz, I think I need to change my channel name to something easier for you to pronounce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I can actually do that one. I can't do the upside down head, but I can do a few of them. There you go.
Winky, 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 winky. Yeah.
Check your WhatsApps, Gaz. Okay, doke. Bear with me 1 second while I WhatsApp check.
Right, here you go, guys. Phone on.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
like I
you
say.
go.
One cream cracker. I'll come back to it.
Sweet.
Right, here you go, guys.
Skeggy's put a cream cracker on his tank with foam on top, one cream cracker, and he's going to come back to it in a bit. Nice one, Skegg. We'll see what it does. Cheers, my pleasure, no problem. And I just did do me. I shall watch the second one out. How cold is too cold for koi? I'm already down to 7 degrees. I'm already down 5, mate, 5 and 6 degrees. Mine went down last year to about 2 and 3 degrees. We're perfectly fine.
That is uncomfortable for them.
It's uncomfortable, but Stubbs, it was minus 40, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah,
ridiculous.
That's what
You
I'm saying.
see, it's uncomfortable for him. Who really knows? I mean, when have you ever turned around and heard a koi come up to top and say, you know what, last night, mate, we're bloody uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We assume it's uncomfortable for them, don't we? This is the thing.
I'm not saying it's not.
But they're a cold water species, aren't they? So therefore they take the water temperature from around the body, don't they? And
well, they go into a state of sort of torpor, don't they?
Yes, they do. Yeah.
So
I
they
honestly
probably don't even realise what's going off around them.
I honestly don't believe that in this country we get cold enough for it to be too uncomfortable for koi, or carp, or any type of fish.
They look all the wild, like you always said, the wild fish.
There's nobody out there on your lakes, rivers, ponds, and streams putting air source heat pumps to keep all them poor buggers warm, is there?
No.
And there is carp in the wild now because people have released them. And they survive.
Yeah, and big fish as well.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too bad.
No.
I don't think we get. I mean, the channel that you're on about is crap. Shit, forgot his channel. Oh, sorry, mate.
What's that?
The channel over in Canada.
Oh, Mr. Stubbs.
Chris Stubbs Aquatics. Yeah. I'm sure it went down to like minus 30 last year for him.
Yeah.
And he just kept making sure that he got a couple of air rolls in the surface of his when he melted it through. And I'm pretty sure that, well, I know all his fish came through completely fine.
What about Joey? What about Joey? DIY. He built a pond in the back garden in Nova Scotia in Canada, and it's frozen to like 6-7 inches deep. And in summer, all his small koi come up alive. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that. I mean, Chris were walking around on his. Whole family were walking on top of the pond, and they were there drilling holes through it to get him, some fresh air circulation.
Yeah.
So I don't really think that there is too cold. I don't think you need to worry in UK, personally, myself.
No. Especially with the global warming side of things. Our winters are pretty mild these days.
Especially we live in a basin where me and Daz live, and we get, what's it called? We get all the heat from the power stations.
Yeah, we're in a protected bubble, aren't we, mate?
Yeah. We don't get much snow at all, do we?
We get the Chernobyl glow over us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kerry's Koi says, no problem, Gaz. I will wait for you to let me know, mate. Thumbs up. Amanda is feeling a little better, guys. Thank you. The dogs are hopefully operating tomorrow. They're just waiting for the swelling to go down. What happened, mate? What? Was she trying to give you a good kicking and busted the leg? You've been up to no good and she give you a good kick. How did it happen, bud? I hope she's good, mate. And I hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes well with operation, mate. And she gets, you're a right pair now. Is she upping out left leg and you're upping out right?
Yeah.
You can make a three-legged racing team now, can't you? You can. Irish Johnny Coy says you can get some bagging second-hand filters if you look out for them. My pond is just a hole dug in the ground by hand with a liner, not an expensive build. I like to think it's something different. Yeah, definitely. I've never. Yeah. Yours is almost like 6 foot deep, like V'd out as well, isn't it? Cruising up and down on there. Fish don't half tunnel. Well, back and forth for a while. We were watching it over there, weren't we?
Yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah.
Pete says he's off to sleep because we're that boring. Off to sleep, guys. Got grandkids tomorrow, early doors. We'll message you over the weekend. All right, Pete.
All right,
Speak to you
mate.
soon.
I mean, look, one of my favourite ponds now, apart from like I say, I could talk about Gaz's, it's got to be A&C's koi pond. That pond, I absolutely love that pond.
It's
I
nice,
think
natural, isn't
it's
it?
beautiful, beautiful pond. I mean, I love it. I love that pond, especially because they've got that the sleeper bridge over as well. It just
A bridge over a pond.
Yeah, that just looks sweet as a nut. I love it. I do like that pond.
No,
Yeah.
I've got to agree, mate.
I like
It
the
is
fish.
It is
I like
definitely. I do prefer. I mean, there's some nice ponds out there, but a natural pond is
You can't beat it, mate.
far better than any other. I mean,
And
the other gentleman's as well. Keeping water, is it?
Yeah,
His natural pond.
Yeah, I mean,
that to me, that's a pond.
the modern style pond in the ground. Can you remember the late Peter Waddington's pond? That pond.
No, I've never seen anything of Peter's, to be fair.
That pond was a beautiful pond. All big natural stones, nice waterfall coming down at the back.
I might have seen it and just not known it were his.
Yeah, it was on his channel. I mean, check. Like I say, check to Chafter. I'll show you later. His pond. It's just a beautiful pond, in the ground pond, deep, very big, very big pond. It's beautiful. I just love the look of like say your pond, A&C's koi pond, and just the natural pond look. I think maybe a re-pond in the future.
I'm hoping when I do mine, the building site that's at the end of the road here, there's absolutely shit tons.
Big rocks.
Massive, great big pieces of Yorkshire stone.
We said that, didn't we?
Piled up there as like,
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming it's either going to be graded through and got rid of, or it's just going to be shifted. And I am going to go up there and say, look, any chance I can take some of those lovely big pieces of stone, fill my van and bring it down.
Yeah.
Well, it's always a no until you're asking it. So if you ask, and I guess, you know, Skeggy says there, Canada -20.
Yeah, it got
started. -20. I'm always knew Skeggy was crackers. Life round, subscribe, Canon lenses and cameras, and rung the bell. Mine's at 12 degrees C, not heated. Yours is inside though, mate, isn't it? So you get that wind chill difference, don't you? Cheers, life around. I've dropped to about 6 degrees now. Yeah, that's what when I looked at mine over there, mate. It was 6 degrees. But through day, it's coming back up and getting up to 10, 11 degrees. So that's the bit I don't like, the fluctuation.
That's the temperature swing. Yeah, I mean 3 to 4 degrees, they're not too bad. Anything over that, they don't tend to like the swing.
Edward Guppy says, getting fed up with all these guppies now.
Yeah.
Mine was 7, and we're still swimming around feeding. I mean, yeah. I've stopped feeding mine this week because every morning up, they've not been coming up, and by the time I got home on a night, it's just been pitch black. So I've just not been able to. But normally I knock it off at this time of year. They're not coming up in the morning, so they're not getting them. Alan T says, I built a pond 20 years ago with concrete blocks and rendered with green netting G4. It was 2 CO. It was 5,000 gallons and it did not leak till I filled it.
Folded it in, clapped it in.
Worst thing I'd ever done. Get it dug back up again. In Torpor, fish are totally aware of their surroundings.
Yeah.
Linda Bear says, good night, folks. I'm off. Good night.
All right.
Catch you later. Charlie Bifter Brown says, my fish have never changed. They're still swimming at the top, feeding as normal. And
mine are too.
In Sky Glass, which is Sky Pond. It's -40 in Canada often. She has dislocated. Ah, man, she's dislocated her ankle and broken both bones as well. Ouch. Oh, man. I will let her know that you've all sent her best wishes and speedy recovery. Is it so dislocated and broken?
Yeah.
So basically, she's tibia and fibia then. She's broke her leg.
Ouch.
There's basically the shin bone and the backbone behind it.
You're right, mate.
That's probably what I did. That's what I did. Very similar.
Copy said Stubbs are snow falling now. Yeah, he did it. I think it was about 4 days ago, 3 or 4 days ago. He posted that he'd got it already. Alan T says breeding core is I. Is I.
Not hard. Yeah, it's quite good. So like I say, it's been very interesting because cories don't mate as you would think they would. You would have thought they would lay eggs, then the male release the milk. They don't. The female has a gland that goes through the mouth, down through, and it coats the eggs, and then she lays the eggs on the bus. It does look a little bit rude and a little bit perverted the way they do it, but
Pure filth in tropical form.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, Kerry. Big ouch from Nip. Brett is she having the op tomorrow? Skeggy says. Seskia's Reef and Pond says, time for sleeps. Wales playing early in the morning. Take it easy.
Take it easy. Thank you very much.
Twisted Coy says, Brett pushed her down the stairs.
Oh.
Vince. I was thinking of 2-inch pipe connectors on the side of the pool for a retro bottom drain rather than the pipe work coming over the top. Each to their own, mate.
Yeah.
Breeding cories is very simple. If I had time, I would tell you how I have bred 10 types, some
V numbers. Yeah.
E numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Gaz, how much for one of your fish? Which fish?
No, he wants that. He means that.
Sorry, underneath there it says, sorry, I mean does.
Depends what fish and how big. They come in different sizes. The biggest one
and qualities. The
Yeah.
biggest one's 45, aren't they? You said 45. The 7-inch one.
Yeah, I mean, there's some nice, like Asagis and stuff that are really nice.
Thanks very much, Mick. Was about 4,500 all in.
Yeah, that's
I like
I tell you seriously.
£4,500 for an all-in ground with a liner in.
That's beautiful. Yeah, but you know, I think the filtration.
It's not. What is it though? Is it? It's not fiberglass, is it? Or is it? Is it
I don't
fiberglass, Joe? I don't know.
No, I think it's maybe line. I think it might be a proper butyl liner though. They're quite expensive.
Oh yeah.
The rubber line.
I'm saying, is it fiberglass? And
But no, they're pond.
But saying that though, the stone's not just cheap random crap, is it? It's,
No.
That's people go and check out their channel because I'm telling you, just have a look at the pond. They do.
That's going to be your filter system too, though. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
they do all in everything. Yeah.
And the thing they do.
What filter have they got? Is it a drum filter?
They think they do different as well.
What that type of filter is? What's your filter that you've got? Which one is it?
If it's a drum filter, there's $3,000 your money straight away.
Yeah, I mean, I like
I
the way
thought it might have been something similar to what Mick has, type of filter.
Could have, yeah.
Like a conveyor belt filter.
Yeah. But do you agree, guys? The way they do things different on their channel. They don't just follow the.
Oh yeah, definitely do that. 100%. Yeah, don't you?
They do what they do by video. They don't have them talking very often, or if they ever have.
No, yeah, they don't. They don't.
They all concentrate purely on koi and the
Fish.
water and the, you know what I mean? It's different, and the music they play. It's pretty cool. Like I say, I like that kind of thing.
I like the pond. The pond is beautiful. It really is.
Yeah.
Do it, guys. I will be doing next year. It's definitely going. It's definitely going bigger.
Yeah.
Peter's pond was even better in the flesh, mate. 100% cupcake. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Oh, thumbs up aren't working. God damn it.
Peter's pond was even better in the flesh, mate.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Peter, what were you talking about? You said his pond was stunning. Mick, Tristan saying his pond was even better in the flesh. 100%.
Oh, yeah. It was.
Screen-o-matic.
Yeah.
Can't beat an in-ground pond, natural insulation too. Dr. Mick. Here we go. She had picked the dog up at the top of the stairs to bring her back down and missed her footing and forgot to move her trailing leg and ended up dislocating both bones, like Mick said.
Yep. Yeah.
Did she fall downstairs then? Oh, Daz, Paul's looking for about a 10 cm-ish one.
10 cm. Oh, yeah, I've got plenty of 10 cms.
Daz Aragoke. No.
No.
Skeggy says Screen-o-matic. ANC is yours a Screen-o-matic. Is that what yours is, Screen-o-matic? Well, it's a grommet filter. Screen-o-matic.
Yeah. Yeah, Wallace and Gromit one, yeah.
We'll need to have a long conversation with the big man about TCL. The big man? What?
What's TCL?
That big man. My filter is a bit different, just like you. Never touched her. It was 1:30 a.m. and I was outside in the koi house feeding the fish. Then I heard "Bray!" very loud.
Oh.
I bet she didn't know. What the hell were you doing outside feeding fish at 1:30 in the morning? That's what you're claiming, Your Honour. Your Honour, I was in the koi house at 1:30 in the morning when my wife accidentally took a tumble down the stairs.
Yeah.
You can't clone Gaz, 100%, mate. You can't. Who'd want to?
One's a bloody enough. The pain in the arse.
Well, you can go off some people real fast, can't you? How you doing, Daz?
Well, thanks. Just putting pizza in the oven. I'm having my tea. My second tea.
Your second tea?
Yeah,
I'm going to have to go get my first tea because I'm getting pretty damn hungry. Need to have a long chat with the big man about trop. I've been into fish years. Not that big man. This big man. There you go, Mick. Alan, hit us up. WhatsApp. We'll sort you out for a sit-down, long conversation. This man knows his stuff about tropicals. He's bred loads of them.
Yeah.
He is. You can ask his wife what she used to call him, but I don't want to say it online. That will make him blush.
Yeah.
Oh, he won't be.
Gives you some subscribers as well.
Yeah.
It sounds with shanky fish. Yeah.
It's referring to the hand spawning techniques of Mick.
Yeah. Yeah, because we do. I mean, Daz will tell you. I taught Daz last year how to hand spawn fancies, didn't I?
Yeah.
And it was very successful. I mean, that's what some of the fish he's seen on the last video of Gaz's. Some of the baby fish. That's what. Oh, it's this year, wasn't it?
It was
this year. And like I say, they was hand spawned by Daz and myself.
Yeah, I didn't play any part in banking the fish.
Yeah, yeah. That's what my wife called me and my family called me.
The fish banker.
Yeah, the fish banker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nip says, what about the dog? Skeggy does lots of laughing. Karen says, his missus might twice the man to do more chores. ANC said, we're running a Wazi 30,000 pressure filter with an Wazi 17,500 LPH pump and the Wazi Bio Smart Box with the 11,500 litre per hour pump. Wazi pump and a Wazi skimmer. Sponsored by a Wazi Much.
Wow, but they get the clarity of what they do with that.
Yeah, a pressure filter. Yeah, that's a surprise.
Wow. And a bio smart box. Wow.
Does the job, doesn't it? It's working.
Impressive. Really impressive, Chris and Ashley. That's spot on. Wow. Yeah, I thought you had this big fandangled like filter system and yeah, wow.
Yeah. See, don't have to spend $3,000 on a drum.
Well, no, listen, that's not bad, is it? We paid 1,625 for all that new.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's not bad at all.
Really, is it? And to get the clarity like that, without it being a great big fancy this thing and that, which is 3 times that.
Yeah.
Just goes to show.
1,700 quid for the box, 500 and something quid for UV. And my clarity is good, but it ain't as good as theirs. Their clarity is like next level.
Fog's rolling in again, Skeggy. Yeah, that's why I mentioned a Christmas get-together at Gaz's farm. Thank you very much for recognising me as being the farmer. I liking this, Daz. I'm going to stick it in your diaries, guys. One day it will be mine. Christmas get-together at Daz's farm. Can't you do a live sale and pick them up next year? We were talking about this. We were talking about perhaps maybe doing a live little auction on some of Daz's stuff.
Next, yeah.
But it's not people interested. We don't know whether people would be. I mean, they're only small stuff, but we could do like little lots of 5 or 6 fish for X amount of pounds.
Yeah.
And it won't be no starting bid of 50 quid and going up to 260
or whatever. A bit of a difference in the fish, though, isn't there?
Well, of course there is. But obviously it's been reflected. But all the same, for somebody that's starting off and wanting to do some nice little growing fish, there's some nice little fish there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's some stunning fish. Some cracking little fish.
On another note, Amanda's mollies are firing live bearers out like mad. If anybody wants any, please get in touch. And I'm out there most nights feeding them at that time. It's dedication. No, that should be called sleep, mate. You're supposed to be sleeping. No,
that's called superior
insomnia.
That's called boredom.
Superior pond maintenance.
It shouldn't work, but for some reason it does for us.
Yeah, like I say, mate, it's cracking. Like I say, yeah.
The one on the right of my screen is now below, isn't he, mate? Because I kicked him out. Then back in again.
Just say the fat one with the beard.
Just call him by his name, which is Mr. Lawson, Paul's sugar daddy. Room in my grown. There you go.
Yeah.
Nip says he's got room in his. ANC say good night all with a wave. Good night. Thanks for joining us.
Night, Chris.
To be quite honest,
thank you very much for
pushing up to
again.
the wrapping up time for ourselves, actually, because I am absolutely starving, guys. I need to get some food.
My pizza is calling.
Daz's pizza is about to go ping. We're all gonna call it an evening, I think. Thanks very much for everybody for joining us. Thank you again to Daz and Mick for joining us, and the admin for being here and supporting us as they always do. Usual thing, guys. Do us a huge favour. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. And until next time, we'll catch you on the next one. Keep smiling, guys. We'll see you all soon.
Thank you. Watch it.
Night, everyone.
There we go. I'll end it with a big thumbs up. Cricket bat. Yeah. He got it in.
Oh, he got it.
We got night all. See you next week. Night all from Skeggy. Night all from Screg. Great night, guys, from Mike Bass. Good night from Irish Jodie Coy. The dog's okay, and she's now hanging on the banister with the dog in her other hand. Get yourself to bed before you slip and fall again. Penguins from Skeggy. Night from Coy Karma. And that's it from us, guys. Thanks very much. See you all next week. See you again soon.
Night, everyone.